Okay. Getting ready here for a stream today. Let's get going. Let's have some fun. But before we do stream, it's important to know, we all know what I'm going to say. And I know what you're going to say. And we're both going to say together, hey, I like what you're going to say. And it is. You got to have some energy. When you have an energy, you got to have sneak energy. When you have sneak energy, use creator code SPARTY at checkout to support the channel. This stream is brought to you by Sneak. For Sneak, by Sneak, about Sneak. Go ahead and do it. Let's boot it up. The game froze, so I have to reboot it here. Calvin Gens, thank you very much, man. Welcome to the channel, brother. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Oh, they added this in. The new Warhammer cease and desist logo. Oh, shit, that's bad. They're gonna be like, fucking cease this guy. So let's go into our campaigns here. I was making some videos, but this should hopefully be okay. They've done some different changes and everything, so we should be just fine, but it's kind of why I've been wanting to do a new campaign every stream, because they're doing a bunch of patch updates and stuff like that, and they've been changing stuff that has been like, hey, you know, the community's feedback, like the content creators feedback has been this, or the community's feedback has been this. Can you change these things? Can you make these additions? So on and so forth. I don't know if there's any that I can talk about, because I've made feedback requests for certain campaigns that we haven't gone to yet, so I can't talk about that yet, fortunately. But we got even more of a ramp. I got Scarbrand coming out for a spoiler-free campaign overview. Like I've said, guys, this is a campaign preview, so if you don't want any spoilers, shut the video down. We are, of course, going to be diving deep into this campaign, and this is turn 37, so hardly going to be very deep. That's all good. Did that freeze again? It's not liking Alt-Tab right now. I might have to reboot again. Shit, yeah, I froze it. So I can't Alt-Tab right now. That's new. Well, I can hear it. I can hear it. That's what matters. Enable preview. Okay, so I can hear it, but I can't. So I can see it on my stream, on my OBS, but I can't play it. So because I Alt-Tab. So let me reboot here, unfortunately. Close window. Something is hogging a lot of my resources, and I gotta figure out what in the fuck it is. In fact, task manager. OBS, yeah, that's fine. Broadcast, that's fine. Google Chrome, the consummate eater of system resources. Okay. So I got to reboot here. I'm sorry about that, guys. New patches sometimes cause some issues. Like there was an issue with the zoom in. Oh. I know what I got to do. I know what I got to do. I got to change the graphical settings because I have... I'm making a video here for you guys because a lot of people said, hey, you know, what does the game look like on low, medium, high, stuff like that. And I'm making a video going through all those graphical settings. So that just changed everything. So one sec, guys, give me 2 seconds. You can see my graphic settings if that kind of does you dirty. Let's go to Ultra, apply changes, and then Advanced. So we'll shut down. Oh, please don't freeze. I gotta look at I saved a screenshot of them before I did all this. It's probably gonna freeze. Manage screenshots. Open on disk. Just 1 second, guys. Sorry again about this. Ah, it didn't freeze. Sexy butt. Okay, so this is off. This is 16. This is ultra. This is medium. Ultra. Depth of field off. Screen space reflections. Yeah, because I want to see the glint on metal for sure. Corpse lifespan. Do down to 60 seconds. I have it at 120 before. Texture quality ultra. Shadow detail high. Honestly, I wish I could show you guys this game and stream it on ultra settings because it looks beautiful. Ultra, unit size large, 2D, fog low, sharpening is off, screen space shadows is off, 100, 100. Okay, apply these changes. I am Italian. I am Italian. Okay, let's jump on in. John, that's not even a good ball joke. I don't use borderless window because it costs frames per second. And in a streaming scenario, I need to maximize my streams as much, my frames as much as possible, unfortunately. I always play with large because of multiplayer. Jason, not only do I have pants on, I have got shoes. Jeans on today. Jeans, of all things. Sandrana, what's up? Alright guys, does everything look good? Difficulty is just on hard. I've been showing off a bunch of stuff, so I've been barely paying attention to a ton of things. So. Man is ready for a date. No, I went and got breakfast beforehand, so I had to put something on. Something decent. Is the map bigger than the Warhammer 2 Vortex map? That's a good question. I think it is. Alright, so in our last fight, we got pretty beat up. So we can't go back, unfortunately. If we go back, we lose all of our carnage points. Is it an American? I'm not wearing shoes. I just stepped on the shoes I'm not wearing. And it depends on the region you're from. East Coast, Pacific Northwest, Southern, Northeast, they all take their shoes off. In Southern California, there's really not that much weather that would make it so that, like, you know, you take your shoes off because you don't want to track mud, you don't want to track water or snow into your house. Like, Canada is all about it too. Southern California, it's not as big to take your shoes off because it's sunny, overcast, and sunny all year with 5 days of rain. So that's it. So the carnage points here. The Gatekeeper demands bloodshed before facing you in combat at the Brass Citadel. You must gain his attention by first fighting battles within the Blood God's domain. So I have to get 225,000 blood carnage points, and then I can do a fight here at the Brass Citadel. But we just beat Kairos, and for those that want to see Kairos's thingy here, so we defeated Kugoth and Kairos. So here's Chance of Spreading Plague. And then here's Kairos. I actually don't like Kairos's. I think Kairos's ability here is kind of shit, to be totally honest. Because it's too circumstantial. Whereas almost every other legendary lord defeat thing is not. So my feedback thing is going to be just give it 15% spell resistance for the Lord's army. It shouldn't be when fighting against Tzeentch. Because otherwise, okay, if I kill Kairos, chances are I'm already on a power ramp where I can probably destroy his faction, right? Like, most of the time. Outside of these Chaos Realm scenarios, obviously. But it's probably because he's next to me and I'm fighting him and I killed him. So I'm probably going to defeat him. And if I defeat him, then he's off the map. So give me just a flat 15% spell res because then it's more applicable. I mean, look at Kugoth. This is great, right? Or Inkari's is 7% flat experience bonus, which is awesome. Charles, thank you very much, dude. Charles has been just the ultimate badass here. Ultimate badass here. 200 Norwegian Kronu from Charles yet again. That's over 2,000 Norwegian Kronu this week. Do you have any idea when you'll be able to play and show off other factions? Yes, I believe I can talk about it. Someone said I can. Alex, it's more CPU intensive. This might be different though, Warhammer 3 though. But Next week is Zinch and Nurgle. I updated my drivers, and I feel like those drivers were shit. So I had to reinstall them. So we'll see what that does. I honestly think I have to pull out. Just on PC, yeah. I don't think we can... I mean, I can pop into encampment stance, but... Dude, I can't even go back to... So my asshole friend over here closed this rift. So I don't even know how to go back home. So I gotta go to this rift before he closes it, actually. Jason Stearns, first stream I caught live. Here's a little support for entertaining me on this long, boring Saturday shift. Well, thank you very much, man. Super generous of you. Traverse a rift. We gotta get out of this piece. Or else we're gonna be stuck in here. Because this guy closed the one right near my territory like a penis head. What can you tell us about the Warhammer 1 and 2 fact? Unfortunately, nothing cool, Chris. Yeah, we had to back out of that because we fought both Kairos and Kugoth, which were two worthy fights. Right? You people wanted to see it, so we showed it off. But unfortunately, it cost us our army, and we can't fight the fight now anymore. We'll get a bribe in Slaanesh. What did you mean? I bet once all the rifts are closed, everyone gets kicked out. You know, Carpathian, you're probably right. Faction destroyed. Corn. Yeah, you see, he just closed that rift, so we just made it back out in time. For the ruinous powers. Oh, you know something I didn't show off in my UI video is this. Lock settings. But here's the reason I didn't showcase it is it only locks settings for this individual faction. It doesn't do it for allied, enemy, and neutral. Like, why would you add that? Well, I'm in territory, so at least I'll start recruiting back up here. So let's get... What do you mean? You haven't unlocked... Oh, there's Exalted Plague Bearers. Let's get... I'll go to them. I require further thralls. You know what? Actually, let's switch this to... Isn't something help out with the recruitment capacity? Yeah, let's do that. For next turn. And we'll get cheaper units now. What's the cheapest units we can pop in here? Let's put in... Let's just get a few more Nurglings to eat up stuff for us. And this is for anyone who's wondering here, here's our Demonic Glory. So we're pretty heavy into Nurgle with the heaviest emphasis in Undivided. That was the choice here to go Undivided. It is currently in Warhammer 2, Quasar. I just meant that why not add it in for the other things that everyone uses a mod for? If someone wins one of the souls, it kicks everyone out of that rift and all the corruption rifts disappear. Correct. Yes. Yeah, I got the drip. So people have said they want to see some Slaanesh. So we have started to turn this location into a Slaaneshi location. So we'll go to the Black Gulch next and take this. But right now we're pretty heavy into Nurgle. But that wasn't evident enough. You do not get Archaon as a hero, unfortunately. Yeah, Galbacor brings up a really good point. My main issue is still no skill point respec in vanilla. So, and this is I mean, obviously I've not had a conversation with Creative Assembly to say this, which I probably should be a feedback thing. Why would you, as a developer, not look at the top quality of life, simply quality of life mods and put them into your base game in the next iteration? One quality of life mod that is in there that I actually didn't mention in my UI video is the balance power bar no longer has the crossed swords. It's just the balance power bar. So, I mean, and I had a mod that would remove that. So that's a good one. But there's some things I think they really need to put on there. The Demon Prince have cults, or is that only for monogods? Only for monogods, I believe, Quasar. I find this game running very well compared to 3, Ryan. Or compared to 2. I find it working better than 2. Much better. Teleport stance is okay. It's no different, though, than Underway or anything like that. But it just can't be interrupted. My strength is so low. We kind of suicided that army. Because I was like, whatever. We'll do a different one next turn. Whoa, this is really... not been this choppy in the last couple streams. Unlocks the bloodletting feature for all your armies, so we've gotten that. Legion of Gorinth destroyed. Ooh, the Luris. So what happened here is we now have bloodletting. So this is the same mechanic that Scarbrand gets. Which, to be totally honest, I actually don't like on this character. Because I'm not playing this character like Scarbrand, who gets the benefit of certain things. Ooh, what's this? Base weapon damage. Ooh. Oh, those look, too. Those look pretty sweet. Oh, these are pretty cool, too. The Stream of Corruption. The little spell. Can that blue bar above horse be damaged outside of battle? No, I do not believe that could be, like... I don't think attrition can ever tick into that, if that's the question. I should have some heroes down here. This Aluris. She just has the, Lore of Shadow. Oh, look at this thick Wood Elf army.
Your pain. Snuff them out.
Damn. So I make a dedicated assassin here.
Chaos incarnate.
Let's go ahead and start moving towards our location. Yes, it does cost power reserve to move and teleport stance. I just don't think... like, I wish that teleport stance was I pop into the stance and I can choose a location. Like, okay, let's look at our movement bar here, right? Movement bar changes color as it denotes the amount of times it would take to move to a location, right? Well, I wish that the teleport stance would cost you a set pocket of money, bracket of money based off the location distance, and you teleport there instantly. Or the beginning of the next turn. Like, you pop into the stance, you say, okay, I'm going to pay, let's just use blanket numbers, 1,000, 2,000, maybe it jumps up to then 5,000 to 7,000 to make it scale to be more difficult to make a larger jump, and say, okay, if I want to jump all the way over here, it's going to cost me like 12k, but at the beginning of next turn, I'm there, and you can ambush anyone if you drop in on them. So I think that could be that in my mind is a cooler way to do teleport stance, rather than basically making it an underway with a power reserve drain and a possible ambushing. Like, those are cool things, but I think it's a little too much like the underway, because it's very limited in its scope. I mean, I could teleport from here to there, sure. Actually, I don't even think I can. It's a very small circle.
Supreme champion. Minions.
But we'll be able to show it off in the Tzeentch playthrough. I don't really understand. I've only used it once, so I don't know the actual application. I'm just recalling more from the actual blog I read. I've played Tzeentch and I've barely used teleport stance, to be totally honest, too. Okay, let's get up some of these bros. Did we lose our toads? We did. I probably want some more of them, just to give us some fast attack on these elves. I don't know about intercepted while teleporting, Bofferpuff. I have not used it enough, and I can't talk about it. Well, I can talk about it. I just can't show it, because it's a revealed mechanic, right? You guys know it exists. I know it exists from the blog, but I don't know. I haven't fine-tooth combed it enough to give you more information, to be honest. Yozora the Verum Rex, is the join the Crab God notification a membership thing? Because I'm new to your channel. It is a notification of anyone who subscribes. And, you know, subscribing on YouTube is free versus subscribing on Twitch costs money. If you join to become a member, then it'll do like a Spartan Aru thing. Just the one army, yeah, Nick. We had a girthier army, but it got pretty beat up. Okay, see, this is why I'm playing on hard and not like very hard or legendary, because I'm over here like focusing so much on chatting with you guys, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing again? Is there a limit to allied outposts? I think it's one per alliance. If that's the question. I like him, Ryan. He's fun. I do not stream on Twitch. No. I've thought about streaming on Twitch. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Game's frames are just dropping hard today. Because again, guys, remember, this is not in... We're still in development, so there are portions of this that are going to be jankety and shitty, and things will change over time. And optimization, I don't think, has fully had a big pass.
Hellish power.
Where'd that What elf faction go? Fleeing already, huh? Take that, bitch tits. Okay, so let's go with... Get some more income.
Chaos incarnate.
What's up, that guy you know? Kyle Sinet says, understand if you don't want to answer, just curious, does it ever bother you as a content creator when you see another content creator purposely leak stuff? I don't know of a content creator that has purposely leaked anything. We work under an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, and as thus, there are... Oh, so I don't have enough demonic glory to get those goodies. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. When you're playing the Demon Prince, it's like, don't build the building if you can't even make the units, right? Like, see, I've got the padlock on there. Games optimization is much better than 2, yes. So I don't know of anyone who has willfully leaked stuff from the game. I think it's all accidental for the most part. At least I have to hope it is. And oh, tier 4, goddamn. So is it frustrating? Yes, it's extremely frustrating because oftentimes that can jump an embargo ahead where, you know, hey, you have until this date to make content for Y item, right? And if someone releases, oftentimes Creative Assembly's stance is just to then go, oh, okay, well, let's just release it ourselves. Which, and personal opinion here, I don't think that's the right stance. I think that if something gets leaked, let it build hype and then release it on your own schedule. I think that it ends up putting more stress on your marketing team to just go, fuck it, let's just go live. We'll do it live. I would like to get some Sineshi units. Can I go over here to get some? Can we get some? We can get Furies and Marauders of Slanesh. That's not too great. Let's go with 2 more of these. Our horrors have actually been really great. We're allowed to say the release schedule, I believe, Andrew. And if we're not, then I just told you guys something I'm not supposed to, and it won't be anything big. Any leaks that occur, though, we're really not supposed to talk about them. And that's fair. Like, okay, anything that's leaked that then gets confirmed, it's kind of slimy if I have the game. Like, you guys know I've got the game. You guys know there's things that I can't talk about. So let's say this is clearly not in the game. So let's say that there's a hidden thing, and the Grey Knights from Warhammer 40k are actually a faction that you can control in this game. And they said, hey, just don't talk about it, don't show it off. We're doing a big planned release for it. It's going to be coming at the end. So let's say that was it, right? And let's say there was a leak. And if I know, I can't release a video saying I know, right? That breaks NDA. But it's also equally as slimy to release a video that's like, what could this be? It's like, bro, you know, you've got it. You know, don't do that. Like, you know, dude.
This world.
So I got some Furies to help out with some towers, and that should be kind of enough for now. One of these helps out with... Yeah, that's one I should have had on the whole time.
I require further draws.
Grey Knights confirmed! Can you kill this guy, please?
Kill.
Suck my sass, buddy. I'm gonna make her an assassin. I have to go to Reddit. It's confirmed. Clip it. Show it off.
With delicious violence.
Duel, I can't even say yes or no to that question. And there's supposed to be legal liability, but I mean, all of us have broken NDA in some way, shape, or form, unintentionally or otherwise. I've broken it. Remember during the time change, I accidentally broke embargo by an hour because our time change doesn't line up with GMT and British summertime. So I've done it. I'm not immune to that. It just is really frustrating when it does happen. Moreover, though, if anyone did it intentionally, that's fucked up. And majority of the time, too, they know it's unintentional. They go, oh, okay, well, hey, we understand mistakes are made. We make them too. No big deal. Just either remove it, do what you can, stuff like that. You know, like, if you put something up a whole day ahead of time, they'll say, bring it down as fast as you can, please. We understand, not a big deal. But anyone who intentionally did it would get removed from the program. Should get removed from the program. That's the, like, auspice we all work under, right? That's what I mean. Like, no one, I don't think would... No one would willingly would shoot themselves in the foot.
Dark destiny awaits.
I honestly don't know of any intentional one.
I'll snap your spine in two. I have ascended.
Explorers of experience.
Oof, explorers of experience, yes. Jeff asked, how do you feel about the strength of the custom demon prince? Does it feel like it will line up with the other legendary lords? You know, that's such a good question. Like, what I'd love to do is... So one thing I wish that Creative Assembly would give us access to is... So here's the Doom Shield, which is part of this set, the Armaments of Chaos. I wish that Creative Assembly would give us access to a console commands that would allow us to cheat. So that I could basically jack this guy's glory up and compare him. You know, how does the Demon Prince stack up against Scarbrand, right? If I fully load this guy up, Korn style, how does he go against Scarbrand? What kind of fight does he have by comparison? And I can do that by getting all the way over here and saving this character and fighting it with it in custom battles. Or how tanky is this guy compared to Kugoth? Or how good at magic is this guy compared to Kairos? Or how much of a burst attack demon is this compared to Inkari? I would love to do those things, but unfortunately that takes time to bring you all the way through the glory chain, and with the limited amount of time we have in that capacity, it's not really feasible to do it.
Serve chaos. Living weapons of conquest.
Yeah. You press this button, this right here, save character. You can save it in order to use it in a custom battle. Moreover, you can save generic characters and recruit them through this. You can load a character in. You have to check a box though in custom battles that enables you to bring it in. Oh, I just threw up my mouth a little bit right there on accident. That's not good. Stranger under your bed, I don't know. It's a good question.
Nothing. You fight on the side of true power.
Sure. I'll take your non-aggression pact. I'm not here to fight other demons. I'm here to grow my immortal empire. This is not Be'lakor, this is Sparty. See, that's the name of him. How many bros, how many people we got watching here today? I can't check. Because if I do, it might crash the game. Faction claims a soul. Demon Prince Soul has been taken from Tzeentch's impossible fortress by the Gold Tooth. Faction destroyed. Marienburg.
Much power.
558. How we don't have nearly that many likes, my bros. Make sure you're liking the stream. It does help me out more than you could imagine. It tells Google that this is some good content. Please push it up in your bullshit search algorithm. It helps me a ton. I'm restricted to turn 50. Turn 50. So in 8 turns, we'll probably switch to Miao Ying. And then tomorrow we'll play as Zhao Ming as a set start campaign. You can't load him into another campaign, though. Any sign of Crocodrak on the map? I'm pretty sure it's here. There you go, Crocodrak. Fact. Yeah, there you go. Honestly, Chaos Dwarfs, I would assume they're coming. We still haven't gotten like that full confirmation, right? But that's the faction I'm most excited for. I'm really not that excited for Ogre Kingdoms. I've never really been a huge fan of Ogre Kingdoms. Clan Mange? I refuse. I don't know where you are, Clan Mange, but I have a feeling you're right here. Shagrat, I've done very little Darklands action to give you a solid answer for that, my dude. Okay, the Red Room. Oh, we've seen this one before. A shimmering rift appears, beyond which lies a zigzagged floor bounded by crimson curtains. The room is empty save for 4 bone-white plinths, each of which bears an eldritch icon. The Dark Gods wish to know where your loyalties lie. So this will give us relation with these factions. And we did the droning tumor before, so let's go ahead and do the moaning vial. Calvin, thank you very much, man. 35 ZAR, which I don't know what that is, but thank you very, very much, man. Welcome to the channel again, my dude, as a member and a very generous donation from you, my brother. Is your nickname Kratos? I fucking wish, dude. One of the coolest things, one of the best things someone ever said to me was when I first... Yeah, declare war on these little bitches. I first started doing this. I kind of had like my first like face reveal kind of. And someone said, dude, you look like a space marine. And I was like, in my life, it's culminated in this one simple compliment. How the graphics compared to 2? Bueno, much better. Charles with another 200 Norwegian kronu, my dude. Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Everyone please drop a like. Thank you, man. How about Ogre Beasts? Stone horns at least gotta tickle your fancy, right? Yeah, actually, I do like Ogre Beasts, but I just don't like their roster. To me, it's very uninspired. I think their lore is a little bit cooler. This is an RTX 1080 or 3080. Turin plays on a GTX 1080. So if you look at Turin's gameplay, you'll have a good idea of how this game plays for you. What could be other race packs? Nagash, Southern Realms, Nippon, Koresh, Ind is out of the map, Hobgoblins, Norska. I don't think it being out of the map range is a good indicator of whether or not it'll be in the game, to be totally honest. We've seen the maps expand quite a bit, right? So I think Southern Realms is a really good option. Nagash, I feel like it just has to come, right? Nagashazar is in the game. The Silver Pinnacle as a faction's in the game, so probably some Lamians and Neferata in the future. Napoleon Koresh Ind. I think of those three in descending order of likelihood, as a number one is most likely. I think it could go Napoleon Koresh Ind. So I think Koresh has got like a 50-50. I think Napoleon has a really good chance of being in. And I think Ind is probably least likely. Just kind of showing you guys some of the units here. I've actually never fought on this map. And it's kind of crazy. Look at my daddy, dude. Look at Big Daddy up there. How are the Nurgle units in campaign? So far, so good. The Tzeentch units are very strong. They're like, you wouldn't expect them to be as strong as they are. Probably a better way to put that. Let's take a two-pronged attack. Oh, movement speed. There we go. I was doing some cinematic stuff for you bros. Let's do this over here with him. And we'll give them a beast. That'll be control 2. That ramp right to glory right there. Some Nurgles. Some Nurgle bros. We'll give them a beast. And the toads. This will be 1. And we'll just do everything else over here. And the magic's alright. We'll just go ahead and deploy that. If you have specific question for me, go ahead and mention me. Type in @ItalianSpartacus. It pulls my eye a little bit better. So someone that said, "Who do you think is the weakest demon faction concerning units only?" It was hard for me to find that you were addressing me and not just the other chat. So just go ahead and mention me directly. It makes it a little bit easier for me to find out. But who is the... Get up in that ass over there. Push this up here. Oh, that's a little... I didn't know I gotta go that way. Whoopsies. And let's go ahead and go this over here. Where is a tower? Go reap a tower. Yes, this is a Nurgle demon. Are ladders still a thing? I don't know if I can talk about multiplayer. Favorite type of jam? Big on blueberry. Who could another legendary lord for Norska be? There's so many, but you could do Sirtha Ek. You could even do the Big Daddy. What's his name? Oh, thanks, Kendra. Are there any combos of demons from different gods that stand out? Not that I've particularly looked at. I haven't done a whole bunch of this. This is not a custom battle now. Yeah, butt ladders for sieges, indeed. Oh, that's kind of cool sounding. Dude, look at them. Look at this setup right here. Like, that's actually pretty cool. Like, okay, kind of like create a kill box. Like, if they had another unit right here. Where's Telestration? There's a way to turn Telestration on. I don't know how to do it. Whatever. But to have another unit right here, like, that's what I would do, is just create a box like that. Problem the Conqueror would be cool. No finesse on this side, just kind of jump into it. Go to lava and press land. You son of a bitch, HGM. I won't do it. Cannot say anything about multiplayer just yet, unfortunately.
Souls for slaughter.
unto me. Unto pleasure.
Scarbrand? Oh, dude, look at this. I didn't see this thing going crazy over here. Where's their lord, by the way? I'm gonna pounce on... Oh, dude, the lord's just gonna get dumpstered right now. Lord's alone over there? Plum Jam is the best jam. That or Space Jam. Put it in the hoop like Space Jam. That was quite good, too. Anyway, Seems Nergal has got me. Thanks for the awesome streams, mate. Of course, dude. Good to see you, too, Ginger Steve. How you doing, my bro? Oh! Oh, it's Howling Warp Gale. I was like, is this thing a trap? Is this thing like a Skaven trap? No, it was just Howling Warp Gale. Any chance of a head-to-head stream with Turn after release? Well, maybe it's like we're already planning it. I got Howling Warp Gale too, this bastard ass. Okay, can you use a spell, please? Okay, can you just go drop that real quick and then go kill him? You over here are in combat, yeah? The Tallyman. Okay, let them get closer. I don't know if Nagashazar is in the game, unfortunately. Look at that, Purple Sun Azirius doing more damage to my men than theirs. I love that. Everyone loves to see it. But we did get a big mass route there. I'll take that. You're getting shot up I don't like. Just go and destroy that, please. Look at this. Look at this. Just going through everything with that action. Tasty.
Inflict exquisite suffering.
That's charge bonus, okay. Oh yeah, I want to just pounce on this guy. You ain't gonna like where you're coming, brother. Oh! Would you just beat the crap out of him, please? Just beat the brakes off. Oh! What's this weapon strength? 728. So Howling Warp Gale worked on him even though he's on the ground? That's interesting. I don't like that.
This will be exquisite.
So you can really see that like Tzeentch units are not terribly tanky, but they still like with good support they can do a lot of damage. Did you drop your attack move? I don't like that. Carl with 50 Swedish kronu. Just want to say thanks for the super informative videos regarding campaign UI, guides, etc. Keep up the good work. Love your videos. Thank you very much, Carl. I appreciate that, my man. Trust me, there's plenty more. Plenty more coming, my dude. Let's do this. Oh, that's just disgusting. I love it. Are you killing him yet? Oh, why? What I've noticed is like some units are like Scarbrand was like kicking the crap out of what's it called? Inkari. Like he was hitting him, but no health was being lost, which was very weird. Just keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing.
Who can I play with? I move. Delighted.
Yeah, like he's like hitting him and everything, but it's like doing no damage, which is very weird. Oh, behold my divinity indeed, bro. There we go. Pop that ass. A victory! I have not really played with the Loris Slanesh, to be totally honest with you. Jason Stearns with another $20 donation. Have a bit more. What has been your favorite unit that you have used so far? Probably Skull Crushers. I've really loved the Skull Crushers. Honestly, too, we've not even shown Cathay yet, and we're going to run to the end of this campaign here today and have to switch over to Cathay. But, I mean, or I could switch over to Scarbrand again, if you guys want. But tomorrow we're going to do Zhao Ming, so I figured we could jump into Miao Ying, which a lot of people have seen already with a lot of the marketing ramp up. So it'd just be fun to show off some of Miao Ying rather than doing a whole dedicated stream to her. Sean, that green color is going to fry my brain and eyes. A lot of people are complaining about greens and reds and stuff like that, but a lot of it can be toned down and changed. Occupy it for Slanesh. Who would win in Tyrion versus Scarbrand? Scarbrand. Depends on Tyrion's like power level at the time, you know. Has he gone Super Saiyan Kane yet? Lock Seduce Units feature, which is pretty cool. I'll show you guys that little guy. How do Cav charges feel in this game versus Three Kingdoms? I really like Cav and Three Kingdoms. Quasar, it's weird right now. I will be totally honest with you. I have definitely noticed that some Cav charges don't make sense. And I think it's more because they want Cav to feel more dependent upon the Cav's heaviness, right? Like peasant cavalry is really shit. Do not charge them into anything other than like archers. That's what I've really noticed. But like Skull Crusher, Skull Takers just push through shit. They're so good at it. What's this leather armor look like? It looks like crap. Any other ones? Just chaotic body. I've had light armor. Light armor's juicy. Got oversized armor here. Beta Buna, but it gives us better melee defense. I think that's a little more spikes on that. I like that. Move our tail option. Just got the spike tail armor. Gives us AP increased by 10%. I don't like that. And melee defense? Yeah, let's do that. Still no better. It was the bonus versus infantry, which is pretty nice, which we already get. Will there be? Adriel, at launch, I would assume there'll be DLCs, though. Which Chaos God is your favorite? Khorne, Tzeentch, Slanesh, and Nurgle, in that order.
Supreme Champion.
We must get to the Forbidden Citadel. Let's go with... Captain Diabetes with 50 Norwegian Kronu here. How different are the playstyles of the various Chaos Gods? Vastly different. Well, maybe not vastly, but enough. Enough. Like, I definitely think that Tzeentch is the most micro-intensive of them all. You lose... You lose ranged with Khorne. Nurgle is slow and very tanky. Slanesh is very fast and glass cannony. But you know, guys, if you're low on energy, head on over to sneakenergy.com and use creator code SPARTY at checkout. I can't tell you how much I love it. Like, I legitimately... Like, I know I like, oh, yeah, ooh, sneak, whatever. I drink it every fucking day. Like, I really do. Because it's honestly just caffeine and some BCAAs. There's no bullshit in it. Which is like the big thing for myself, who's like kind of like a health nut. I've got body dysmorphia and body image issues. Are there any Lord-specific units between Zhao Ming and Miao Ying, or a 100% shared roster? Shared roster with an emphasis, Alif. Dude, Scar is so fun. Scar is so fun. Yeah, I have not used the Lore of Slaanesh much at all. We'll do that, and we'll do... I like the casualty replenishment one. Casualty replenishment one sounds fun. So what is the Slaanesh corruption? Income from all buildings. Interesting. Yeah, dude, I got a 64-ounce water jug over here. Can you play Kislev with a Cav-only army, or will you be slaughtered? I mean, yeah, wouldn't see why not. From the roster we've seen, it has enough variance that you'd have Cav to screen out Spearmen that you'd use heavy Cav to smash through with hammer and anvil. You could do, definitely. Yes, sneak will not make you look like me. You will not lose your hair, I promise. Do the Chaos Legendary Lords also get negative traits for being in the realm of Chaos for too long if it's their own Chaos realm? No, Kyle, they don't. You know, Calvin, I have not seen enough sync animations to really know. Watching Inkari and Skarbrand duel was cool, where like Skarbrand comes in and Inkari uses like his pincer arms to hold him back and then like strikes at his stomach. That was awesome. But I really wanted Skarbrand to headbutt Inkari and it didn't happen. Would you agree that Nurgle is the chaos god of dwarves? Absolutely. Absolutely. Dwarfs. Dwarves is Lord of the Rings. But absolutely. Every dwarf reminds me of a Nurgle like bear. What's your impression been so far? Is this more of a what's good and what's better? Or any reason to be concerned? So I can't give reviews, and a review would be like, I rate this game X out of 10. My impression so far with the game is that it is every positive step forward from Warhammer 2. I think that's a pretty big no-brainer statement too. There is nothing in my playthrough, but guys, take this with a grain of salt because I like bad movies and video games because I kind of look at them in their own merit. A lot of people, too often in my opinion, look at... Oh, dude, do not take that Forbidden Citadel, you motherfucker. Too often people look at other games and make like shitty cross comparisons. Like the new Castlevania game that came out, Lord of Darkness, way back. People are like, this is a derivative of God of War. I'm like, yeah, it's a good system. Not broke, don't fucking fix it. Now in today's gaming, we look at that and give it a genre, right? That's why we've got roguelite and roguelike. Like, I swear to God, like the gaming industry has been so washed to shit from press and over corporatized companies from like Bobby Kotick, that piece of shit. Like, it's an unfortunate thing. So I look at almost every game on its own merit. And I think, in my opinion here, Warhammer 3 is every positive step forward from Warhammer 2. A lot of people don't like the UI, I understand, but as far as the quality of life improvements to the UI, it's just such a huge improvement in my opinion. I don't think there's one thing in the game, by comparing it to Warhammer 2, that I look at and go, Warhammer 2 did that better. So if that helps you out. Ring of Sensation. Spell res, Your demons uncover a network of caverns nearby, inhabited by hundreds of skulking Noblars. Though individually they are worthless, the mass destruction of these scrawny greenskins will make a glorious tribute to the dark gods. Definitely going with the glory there. Call them immediately. Ambusher discovered. Boris Toadbringer, huh? That's a grudgin'. Thank you again, Calvin. Instructor. Ooh, okay, cool. Ninja's Gift unlocks a teleport stance for all your armies. So now I can show you guys teleport stance. Isn't there a defensive building that increases the chance to remove negative traits from the Chaos Realms? Sagittarius. I will show you. And I, too, am a Sagittarius. Yeah, there you go. Chance of removing a trait gained from visiting the realm of chaos, minus 50%, plus 50%. Absolutely, Riggs. I mean, I'm clever enough to navigate an NDA that says don't give a review by giving my opinion, I suppose. What's up, Zach? How are you doing, dude? Quick question. Will Kislev's battle maps allow for blizzards with all white maps? The brown is dull without substantial snow. I don't know, honestly. I have played... I will be transparent enough to show you guys this. That's how many turns I've played of Kislev. 4. So I barely know anything about Kislev. Just being 100% honest with you.
Hellish power.
Carpathian, that's a good one. Playing as Wood Elves was better in Warhammer 2. Yeah, Bretonnians, hands down better in Warhammer 2 than Warhammer 3. Hands down. So here's the teleport stance. So Winds of Magic Reserve to move, it costs 40. We've got 100. Teleport past terrain that would normally be impassable. Minimum requirement to assume, not move this turn, and immune to most attrition. So let's press it. And you can see where we can move across the map. We'll just instantly teleport there. Quite nice indeed. I mean, I kind of got to get to that Forbidden Citadel before Big Daddy Scar blows it up. Well, he can blow it up, he just can't take it. So let's see how it goes. We'll move over here. Or maybe we go for the Tower of Crack. Tower of Crack Cocaine. Well, it probably has Skaven in it.
Join the ruinous crusade.
Are you allowed to go past turn 50? Yeah, I can, John. I just can't show you past turn 50. And you can see that I don't have anything past turn 50. I have been big on this, trying to do it with you guys. There it is. There's a teleport. Just use that, moved over there. So in my opinion, yeah, if you target an army, you do get an ambush. Good call, Chris. In my opinion, that's a kind of limited stance. I feel, like I said, I'd rather that the stance cost me money to go to a certain location. Or Winds of Magic, and I can go as far as I want. It just increases in exponentially per distance, per turn of distance I want to go. Like, if I want to go all the way over here, it's going to cost me a shit ton, but I can do it, and you can really only do it once because you can't teleport back. Like, make it have a high risk, high reward type thing. Any new climate types? I don't think so. Anything... Frozen, Wasteland, Chaotic Wasteland, Temperate, Temperate Island, Savannah, Jungle, Mountain, Magical Forest, Ocean, and Desert. That all seems to be standard fare. Do the barriers help out Tzeentch's melee units a ton? They can if you spec into it. Ooh, we got a ton of stuff here. So let's go through... Did we get any new heads? No, it looks like no new heads. And if you guys want to see anything, please, by all means, let me know. I'm kind of just playing this. We're having fun here today. There's no real structure to this. The trophied collar. Oh, dude. Daddy. Look at that. You know what? I'm actually kind of surprised. There's very little clipping, right? Like all the mismatching and everything. There's very little like actual clipping, which I'm pretty... which I pretty much enjoy. This gives me damage resistance 20%. Effect intensity increases with each kill made. That's pretty nice. What's the difference here? I kind of like Tempered Rage here. Oh, I had light armor on. This gave me 10% ward save and chaos armor, missile and melee. Ooh, I don't know. What do you guys think? Trophied color or light armor? It's a hard call. I can show you what they look like on the roadmap, Chris, but I can't equip them. With the changes in increased focus around Norska, do you see Norska getting a buff into the legendary lord to bolster their ranks with? Maybe a certain chariot god that gives you PTSD to this day. Yes, Misha. They've said that Norska's getting a rework. I really don't ever donate, but you are doing such a great job covering the game, mechanics, engaging with the audience. Enjoy a cheap drink on me. Well, thank you very much, Riggs. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad I could could squeeze in there for you. I appreciate that. I know you don't usually do it, so I do really appreciate that, dude. Yeah, I really like that damage reflection. It's so strong. Are settlement battles a slog at all? I think it depends. In my personal opinion, I have not liked Nurgle because it doesn't fit the way I like to play the game in battles. Like you saw that, it was like I just kind of slogged and lasted through it. It's not how I like to play. I like to just smash them as hard as I can, try and get a quick win by tanking their leadership, whatever it is. Like I love Cav, so it doesn't really fit my playstyle. Armored Pestilent wings. Oh, look at that, dude. What are these aged wings? Look at those. Are post-battle statistics better? They're the same as they were in 2, I believe. And if you guys have not yet picked up Warhammer 3 and you want to support the channel, you can use the Nexus link that Puling or Misha just used, nexus.gg at /ItalianSpartacus. It helps me out a ton. Cool thing about Nexus is that they just get directly from the developer, and then they negotiate a margin with that developer, and then we get 50% of that margin. So it helps the developer a lot because they don't have to pay the ridiculous margin that Steam costs, and it helps the content creator because they get a better margin. If you do like Fanatical, which a lot of other content creators use, it's always a flat 2%. They're like, yeah, it's 2%. But you can make 3%. Like, fuck you, man. I'm a free marketing tool for you. Give me more. So Nexus, I think they've negotiated 7.5% with Creative Assembly, but all Paradox games, I get like 15% margin on that. Like, that's awesome. And on top of it, if there's ever a Steam sale, they reflect that on their price. So it's usually the best bang for the buck, but always go with whatever saves you the most money, man. As much as like supporting, I love when you guys support me. I always want you guys to have more money out of all of it. Draymond, trust me, I am, dude. Don't you worry. Yes, you can. Well, you can't equip pincers instead of wings, but you can equip pincers as weapons. I mean, it is. The arm is a weapon. So if I go to the arm here, oversized medium armor. So this gives me Spirit Leech. Kind of like Deathbringer. That's pretty beastly. But you'll see scythed arms, and it removes them all. It just makes my arms. This is, yeah. So I'll just to show you here, like that. Oh, dude, it changed my color! Oh, that's so cool. It changed my color. That looks awesome, actually. That looks so cool. I wonder if that's a thing. Okay, so let's look. Undivided. 1, 2, Slanesh. 3, Slanesh. So it seems to be the majority of 1 takes the color. So let's just switch this to that. So that's I think that's undivided, and just to this, just to see. Yeah, and that kind of turned him like a pinkish red now, right? So yeah, I think it's the majority color, or maybe it's if I go. Let's see what happens if I go nothing but red. Does this make him more red? Yeah, I see it kind of making him more red. So it seems that if you kind of take that approach, do I not have any corn weapons? That feels sacrilege. That's weird. Yeah, so it seems that the more you go into one color, it's almost like a hue saturation slider of like, okay, you've got blue, purple, green, yellow, and then black. And the more you push up those, it kind of increases that color spectrum, right? So let's see what happens when we go. I unfortunately can't look at what you said. It might crash the game. Yeah, see how we're turning way more blue now? Dude, this is sick. I thought we had a scepter or something. Oh, Staff of Reaping. Yeah. Glendale, I'll check for you, dude. There's no vanity feature that I've seen, unfortunately. That's just so sick. Okay, let's go back to where we were. We had the broken horns. No, we actually had the belled horns. We had a trophy. Dude, that looks cool. So look, we're gonna start changing our color here. Let's start putting. I just want to see something here again. See, oh, dude. Oh, that is so cool. I love that. I love that you can just kind of tweak this crazy amalgamation of everything. Oh yeah, let's look at full Slanesh. I haven't done full Slanesh for you guys. Full Slanesh. It's already starting to change. Dude, look at that body too. Look at that body. There you go. That's full Slanesh. That looks great. Like, I love that you get to kind of customize the color like that, because I was wondering what changed his color. If it was just a specific item, like, hey, it's the highest level, but no, it's basically the total number on there kind of makes a change, an overall color. Like it having like 3 green and 2 purple makes a green purple, or a purple green. Okay, so let's go ahead. The light armor looks pretty good. Left arm, we had... I think we just had these. Bit of Buna. No, we had the heavy. And this we had... light. Legs we had on... Oh, look at those little guys. Actually, we had... I think we had Zinch legs on. Or, Slanesh legs on. No, oh, no, we had trophied legs because I wanted this demonic onslaught. Cloven hooves. Yeah, see how it just kind of like right now it's got a green tint to it, like a greenish black, and that just adds a little crimson in there. Like I love that. Yeah, we could check set bonuses. I just remember what I had for the most part. I had the battle worn tail because it gives me this damage to combatants. I actually had the armored sentient tail, which is the better one. And I know what weapon I had. See how we're now like a greenish gray because we have a lot of undivided pieces in there too, and a little bit of corn. Like I love that. That's so cool. I do wish though we could dual wield. Like dual wield axes would be just absurd. So here's the armaments of chaos. Gives us glory, recruitment rank, and melee attack. Someone wanted to see all the way over on the thing over here. So there's the wingless, so we can actually delete wings. Hellforged blade. Plate armor. Oh, baby. I want that undivided dick. Did I say I don't like Slanesh? Because I don't like Slanesh. Armored cosmic body. Oh. Let me get it, dude. We're on this screen. Is there anything you guys want me to show? You gain new parts, Viking, by just progressing through the respective glory of that god. Yeah, coolest you can get is double Slanesh claws, but I feel like you should be able to have double axes as corn, right? Like, doesn't that make sense? Can Zinch generate winds of magic, not just boost recharge rate? I noticed there are very few methods of generating winds of now in battle. Kevon chips, that's intended. There are ways in which you can do it, but it's limited. They deliberately wanted it to be like that. Just bought Warhammer 3 with your affiliate link, even though campaign faction mechanics might be weaker, and I'm loving the build your Demon Workshop. Well, thank you very much, Raphael. You'll see that there are definitely some awesome mechanics once we jump into more stuff.
Thank you for the
Khorne's last weapon? It's the Axe of Fury, and then the Great Axe of Rage. So a one-handed and a two-handed axe. Then the Gore Shield, which would go alongside that one-handed axe. Someone wanted to know a little bit more about these sets, so here you go. Here's the Fierce Prince. Here's the Foul Prince. Here's the Sensuous Prince. Here is the Withered Prince. This is how you increase that barrier, making it much better. And here is the Fanged Prince. The Burgle Tree for mutated arms and belly. Here you go. Corpulent body. Corpulent arms. Spiked corpulent arms. Spiked corpulent body. Here, this one, trophied corpulent body, has a maw. Has like a big old maw, like at his stomach, just like Kugoth has. Someone said they want to see all the little baubles up here. So all these little guys are basically all the better things from all the other gods. So Minotaurs of Khorne, Plague Drones of Nurgle, Hellflayers, Doom Knights of Tzeentch. And then we get into Skull Crushers of Khorne, Plague Drones of Nurgle, Exalted Seeker Chariot, and then Burning Chariot of Tzeentch. Then into Soul Grinders, all 4 of the Soul Grinders. Then all 4 of the Greater Demons are right here. And we just get undivided bonuses here and there. That's all the undivided ones. No, Bordicoli, I refuse! I shan't fall to Slaanesh's tentacle vaginas. What are our views at? What's our viewers at, Rasp? No, you can have this wingless, so you can delete the wings on your character. Yeah, how many viewers we got going, bros? 770, but we only have 300 some likes, bros. Pump those likes up. Fucking thumb me like that. No, the most we've ever gotten was 1,200 or 1,500, I think. And it was during... It was either a Bannerlord stream or it was when I played as Imric during the Eltharion ramp-up. 777 bros. This is getting hot and heavy. Nurgle Demon Prince. So right now we were going Undivided with Nurgle as our secondary. But Undivided has really started to wane by comparison. Not on Slaanesh. Definitely not Slaanesh though, by the way. Thumb me, baby. Oh, I don't know why it's Chop Chop City right now. I'm not sure, yeah. I'm not sure why. Outpost available, huh? Well then, let us make an outpost in Marienburg. I don't really want your marauders, so no thanks. If you choose Undivided, can you still pursue the other body parts in the mono choices? Yes, Kyle. In fact, it's the only way in which you can do so. Otherwise, you have to you focus on that line. Does each chaos faction have a different ship design? I think so, Fank, but I have also not looked. Yeah, you want to do both. I think the way they probably built it is you go down 1 and then Undivided, or Undivided and then 1. I think that was kind of their ultimate intention. Garbrand, you did all the fighting for me. Thank you. We got to take this. Oh, damn it. We got to take this main thing before he does. Least favorite faction since Warhammer 1 to now. Probably greenskins, although new greenskins are fun. I just don't ultimately enjoy playing greenskins. The purple Slaaneshi symbol above Scarbrand. Take a look, he's got a Gift of Slaanesh. Gift of Slaanesh provided by Seducers of Slaanesh, so it reduces the cost of them to seduce his units. Devotees +5 term for the faction that provided the Gift of Slaanesh, and it increases Slaaneshi corruption and seductive influence +3 per turn for character's faction. So basically, this Gift of Slaanesh, all these are green, but it applies to the Seducers of Slaanesh. That's who's getting the bonus here. And in order for them to get rid of it, they have to fight a battle or do a hero action to remove it. Choosing a specific god give you the general faction bonuses. Yes. Once you reach this stage, you get switchable plagues, seduce units, teleport stance, and then bloodthirsting, which is all great and good. Then as you get further into it, you can get more stuff down here. That'll give you more like bonuses towards specific things of Slaanesh, or of Tzeentch, or of Nurgle, or of Khorne, whatever it is. But This is what grants you that just kind of initial foray into it. Yeah, why the fuck would I like sentient fungus? Wow, great origin story, guys. That was maybe a little bit more of an aggressive answer than I had anticipated. Yes, all heralds can evolve into exalted demons, greater demons, but Indie Pride and I don't know why, how or why. We think it might be. You shouldn't talk about my mom like that. No, don't you bring up Sir the fucking Eck. We don't know if there's a specific trigger, because we've seen it happen at level 15, he's had it happen at level 14, and I've had it happen at level 13. So we wonder if maybe it's linked to something. A certain winds of magic spent for a Herald of Tzeentch, a certain amount of damage taken for Nurgle, or damage done for Khorne. We're not sure. Sorry, I'm like zoning out and answering questions and not even playing the game, really. We got 5 more turns here, bros. Can demon factions hire ogre mercenaries? Not that I have seen. They become lords. Well, Nuka, they stay as lords. So, a herald? I'm sorry. I answered your question improperly. I'll show you. Give me a sec, brother. The lords are what progress up to exalted demons. The heroes do not. Exalted is a lord. Binyu, I hope I can.
Supreme champion.
Ooh, Oracle of Tzeentch went back into the Blood God's domain. They've got 3 turns, and they might actually be able to do it. You know, I've completely not touched that mechanic. Got any excited plans for a theoretical but unconfirmed 8-player co-op? I don't, unfortunately. The problem with co-op campaign, it's hard to navigate that time around someone. So you've got these guys. These are your heroes. These dudes can progress into exalted bloodthirsters, great unclean ones, exalted Keeper of Secrets, and exalted. No, this is Keeper of Secrets. Exalted. No, this is Keeper of Secrets. Changer of Ways is this one. How does a unit seduction mechanic work? Let me find a battle and I'll show you, my dude.
Seek prey, minions.
We shall colonize this in the name of Slaanesh.
With my dread name.
That weakened us a little bit here. That's not a big deal. I apologize if this is going too slow for you guys. Like I said, I'm just kind of having fun talking with you bros. Oh, look at those. Oh, we should be having this bad boy, though. Main weapon gives us the Doom Blade. How does that look? Dude! Duh. That Doom Blade is doomy. And the Doom Shield to accompany it? There's a Doom Blade and a Doom Sword. That's just... it's not adjective. Ooh, that's kind of got a cool little glow to it. A little sheeny sheen. That's pretty cool looking, the Chaos Blade. That's really cool looking. And the Staff of Reaping here. Here's the Colossal Mace if you wanted to see that. I'm a big fan of the Colossal Maul though so far. The character's weapon strength is tiny because I'm doing more Nurgle, which doesn't make for significant weapon strength. And in fact, you bring up a great point. I don't think there's a way to boost weapon strength. Like, through that, I think I've got to use something else.
Thank you for the donation.
Any areas covered like the East of Mortal Empires was that what would expand it in the future? DRL Sword, thank you very much for the donation, my man. I think southeast of the map could be expanded, I would think. Yeah, base weapon damage. Base weapon damage. Probably knew this already, but you can wait till the first tier of God and undivided parts are unlocked before going to this. Yeah, so Adam, I think you're saying the syntax of that sentence kind of confused me. Yeah, you don't need to jump into this. This is just saying once you do choose it, you can get these further demonic gifts, but it locks the rest of the glory in. I think Nagashazar's on the map. Brookback Mountains, Zufbar. That would be over here. Vorag. Yeah, I mean, you could expand this south very easily. Oh! I swear to God, I'll look at all those once we stop this campaign and we transition. Can you get all units of the Chaos factions of the Demon Prince? Here are all of the units you can get access to in this faction, my dude. Oh, right here. That's all the units you can get access to. This is not a spoiler. I can show these off, but I'm just closing it because your lord is who matters, right? But these are all the units you get access to. This just shows us generic versions of souped up. Like, okay, this is a super corn guy. This is this one's undivided. This is Zinj. This is Slanesh. This is Zinj. This is Slanesh. This is Zinj. This is Nurgle. Oops. An anonymous bought a game in Nexus. Well, thank you very much, man. Whoever did purchase the game on Nexus. This is all the units you get access to. No, you cannot. It looks like you cannot rearrange on the campaign map, unfortunately, my man. Just trying to drag and drop and it won't let me do it. Is Undivided playable in multiplayer? I don't even know if I can give you that answer. I feel like I can. I mean, the answer is yes. I feel anything you can play on the campaign, you can play in multiplayer. I think that's a faction-wise. I think that's a correct answer. I don't know about other things. There are definitely certain content creators that have gotten much further in the game. Like Indie Pride has some campaigns up to like turn 80. I don't. You guys have seen the highest I've gone on my campaigns. This will be the furthest I've gone from the Shire. Let's get a pendulum going.
Let us lay the world to waste for the Dark Masters.
I'm trying to show you guys the seduction thing here. Is it better to go undivided or a single chaos god? Chopper just depends on what you want. I think everyone will go undivided plus a single god.
So much power.
Dude, Scarbrand is so fun, and he is so disgustingly strong.
Chaos incarnate.
Ooh. Oh, I plucked a shattered beak. Oh, bro, your little beak's gone. What I have noticed, though, is that the AI doesn't seem to take Scarbrand and go as heavy as the player does, which I think is good. Because if that was the case, it would be very... I think people would get trigged.com. Like, it's very brutal. Let's go Curse of the Leper. I actually like Curse of the Leper a lot. No, look at that. Moobs? Yeah, his name's Moobs. All the names for Slanesh are pretty. One was something like some sock or something like that. I don't know. It was really wild. I was like, what? I want to show you guys how this Mechanic works. I can pop into this anywhere, right? Okay, these 50%, okay.
Demon Prince. I go where I please.
Unique skills? These are just his spells, if that's what you're asking.
Quail before true demonic power. Supreme champion.
Man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to one. Yo, look at you, dude. Look at this guy. Why are the frames so rough right now? This is really weird. Oh, sure. Rotfly hates Zinch, which all Nurgle's units get. Bloated Carcass, and then Immortality.
Worship me.
Oh, the Locusts.
Skull takers.
Here you go. Contagion is going to give a AoE damage spell here. Fecundity is going to give him vigor reduction and heal. And then Virulence is going to give AP and melee attack. Omega Primer. Think of it as a grand strategy game with RTS elements. I didn't pop into... Ugh. Do all Chaos Undivided armies count as Nurgle armies for the purpose of plagues? Can a Nurgle faction plague them in war? Does this change from mono? You can plague anything. You plague your own units, and your own units will get the benefit of it. And for Undivided, I think it depends upon your unit, your print. So I have... Oh, you shitbox. Look at you over here at the Bay of Booze. Bay of Weeaboos. My Bay of Blaze is actually pretty tanky, I'm not going to lie. That might be a fun fight to kind of end this on. So, I have this, so I can actually... I can take plague effects and they'll benefit me. But remember, Nurgle gets a bunch of random plagues, right? A bunch of crazy stuff. So we don't really know how that plays out. Oh, dude, let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. We'll save before we try it.
Demon Prince.
This didn't ambush. I was told it was ambushed. I believed everything you guys said. Thoughts on the Fog of War style? What do you mean, Calv?
Demon Prince.
Maybe they're not in range. Like, I think they're out of range. I think they're within my combat range. But I don't think I can jump on them.
So much power.
Yeah, Zinch has a lot more than just teleport sense, for sure. Thoughts on Microsoft buyout? It is going to drastically change the gaming world. Build me an army worthy of Mordor. That sounded disgusting. Some Hellstriders for sure. Wait, what was the unique building here? What does iron do for me? Corn glory. Recruitment cost for corn. That's kind of nice. Because this is what people voted on, 40k Origins. Let's go over here. Let's see what happens. Adam, we don't know anything about the combined map, my bro. Unfortunately. Ooh, baby, I love you way. Just imagine the joy of Warcraft and Diablo characters and ship designs and Sea of Thieves now. Federation between South Royals, Watchers, and Oracle. Ooh. Demonic frenzy, your friend, demons from the Rift attack. Ooh. Rifts have gone. The demonic hosts that cross the maelstrom through them have lost their link to the Chaos Realms. Without such power to sustain themselves, the hosts will quickly dissipate. So want to take as many souls with them as possible. Not the best.
Chaos reigns.
I don't think I can do it. I don't think... Oh, I can try this. Let's see how this works. Yeah, cool. Enemy ambush. See, so seduce units here. Left click to seduce selected units. They will then join your army for the duration of the battle. If they and the original army survive, they will be returned to them after they have battle. Any favor spent will be refunded should you retreat from this battle. And you can spend up to 2,000, and I can have 0 right now.
Revel in this ruinous crusade.
Master Musician.
Chaos.
Which is so cool. So cool. Charles Cow dropping another 200 Norwegian kronu. Will you do a Warhammer 2 statistics video again soon? I'm curious about how the end standpoint for it is faction-wise and lord-wise. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can seduce a steam tank, by the way. Charles, the people who made that approached me and offered it to me. So if they made another one and wanted me to do it, I would absolutely do it. Back when we did Everchosen's, I had access to a ton of statistics that I just don't have access to anymore. I have not fought or played or seen Kosteltian at all. I've seen him on the map try to attack me, but he abandoned ship. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this here. Just had some fun with you bros. Exit to main menu. Let me Alt-tab and take a look at some stuff. I think I've missed some donations and things, so let me look at that. Might crash the game. We're going to find out together as friends. Streamlabs. So we got about an hour and a half left. Do you guys want me to play? We'll put a poll up here. Are there not going to be any more Everchosens? Well, with the current state of the world, no. That we know of, you know? You know, I was going to put a poll up here that says, do we play more Scarbrand or play Miao Ying? But I think that we're going to play Miao Ying because I haven't showcased Cathay at all. And I would like to show some of it. We're going to play Zhao Ming tomorrow. We're going to start from scratch on Zhao Ming. Yeah, just some anonymous purchase. Your affiliate link. So scared about the map cut down and warp. Looks like Kotep being cut off by a bear. Yeah, Adam, I don't really know how that'll work in the future, to be totally honest with you, my guy. I can't play I can't play Kislev, unfortunately, yet. I don't know if Throg's in the Warhammer 3 map. If we play as Kislev, I would definitely find out. So again, with Cathay, we get Harmony, the Compass, direct the Wu Jing Compass to defend Cathay from threats north of the Great Bastion. The Ivory Road, gain wealth by sending out caravans to deliver cargo to faraway cities in the west. How much stream time do I have left? I mean, I can stream for another hour or so. Custom battles, I think, is in 2 or 3 weeks. Nightmare. So Miao Ying, we'll do right now. Zhao Ming is tomorrow, but Miao Ying Miao Ying gives us a corruption reduction, leadership plus 10% when fighting against demons of chaos, because you will be fighting a ton of them, ammunition for missile units, and then upkeep reduction for missile units. Here is the unit browser for both factions. It's going to be the same no matter what, just a difference of color, of course. But here is the rather slim unit browser when you kind of think about it, right? Andrew, yes, it'll have that same limit. Do you guys want to watch the cinematic today? It is the same as Zhao Ming's. I believe they both have the same. In fact, actually, I don't know if they both have the same. I'm lying to you. So you guys want to watch the cinematic? You want me to? I'm gonna turn off my mic and hide myself if you want to see it right now. So type in either yes or no, and I'll just kind of get a good judge of what's going on. Yeah, DLC will definitely pump those rookie numbers. We'll get those regiments of renown and everything like that. They both have the same. Okay, I couldn't remember duel. Thank you. So I'm seeing more yes than no, but the people that have said no, they don't want to see this. They don't want to have it ruined. So I'm going to play it because it seems like there's more yes than no. But go ahead and just pause the stream. And I'm going to play it tomorrow for Zhao Ming, but I don't know if everyone here is going to be here tomorrow. So we'll go ahead and play it now, and we'll play Zhao Ming tomorrow. Again, it is the same, so you won't be missing anything. Oh,
I've only begun.
Let me see if that crashes. Another purchase. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, it's a faction cinematic, not Legend Lore, and that's what I thought it was, but I didn't want to be wrong. Adam T, thank you very much for watching, my bro. Have a good one, dude. Okay, so if you don't want to spoil the story, go ahead and mute the stream, shut it off for just like 2-3 minutes. Oh, we'll have a little intro here. Grand Cathay is the land of the Celestial Dragon Emperor. Before the world was blighted by chaos, the Celestial Dragon learned how to take human form. To aid his rule, he took a mate, the Moon Dragon, and they had 9 children who became noble rulers of Cathay's many provinces. Of the 9, 4 have been lost to time and enmity. Miao Ying, the Storm Dragon, was the firstborn, given the honor of ruling the northern provinces and charged with Cathay's defense as commander of the Great Bastion. But the predations of chaos grow, the Bastion is under strain. The power of a god may aid in securing Cathay's borders. Perhaps there is an opportunity to lure the Storm Dragon into the Chaos realms. I travel east to gain an audience.
Grand Cathay, a vast empire to the east, ruled by powerful creatures, dragons, who can inhabit human form.
You are gravely mistaken. We have no interest in a mere god's power.
No interest in power to use against the forces of chaos?
I am Miao Ying, the Storm Dragon, older than the gods themselves. You are here for a greater purpose.
I've only begun.
This map shows the energy of all things. There should be harmony, but the world is unbalanced. My younger sister, Shenzhou, bringer of light and hope. She ventured beyond the Norscan mountains, but was lost. Without her light, darkness prevails, and our family has no comfort.
Though I feel your loss, the Dome of Fates provides no insight to your sister's whereabouts.
Ursa knows he witnessed her fate.
Then why does he not tell you, Iron Dragon?
There is mistrust between dragons and gods.
If we save Ursun, he will tell us how to find Shenzhou.
Let me serve you, mighty dragons. I can reach Ursun. Lead you to him before it's too late. For one drop of his blood.
Your destiny is to guide us.
The armies of Cathay must breach the maelstrom and march into chaos. Balance will be restored to the world when Shenzhou is returned to you. Our goal is clear. To find the lost sister, we must hear the God Bear's testament before he passes into myth.
I am the guardian of the Great Bastion. Any breach brings great dishonor upon me. So prove your worth, mortal.
Yes, great matriarch. There is indeed a rupture in the Great Bastion. The forces of Tzinch invade through the ruins of the Snake Gate and have taken the terracotta graveyard. Further along, the Bastion remains under threat from the Changer's forces, or, as you know him, the dread power Tianqi. Yet, despite the enemy assaults, there remain brave defenders ever loyal to you. Bolster them, and they will gladly confederate with a revered dragon. You will need such allies, for it is on the other side of the wall where the threat is strongest. The eternal siege continues, for the dark powers are never sated. And there, the orchestrator of this woe,
It was beast.
Kairos Fateweaver,
The size of this greater demon.
face this demonic oracle, lest he bring down the Bastion. Fateweaver is insidious, and the invasion is only part of his plan. Rebellion festers in Nanyang's minds under the Changer's malign influence. Punishment must be swift to reinforce your authority. Before we can hope to take the fight into the Chaos Realms themselves, we must bring harmony back to Grand Cathay. There is much to do.
I will make my father proud.
It's funny as I'm allergic to cats. It's my roommate's cat. Thing's huge. Huge cat. Definitely more of a dog person. I understand dogs.
The Bastion can never be breached.
I do not. I do not for the life of me understand cats. Do I think we'll get a Monkey King? I hope we do. I hope we get a Monkey King DLC. I think like the internet has a weird fascination with cats because they're such like assholes. And it kind of fits like the internet's predilection to be overly negative. But I don't understand it. I don't understand like why you'd want a cat. And everyone's got to have their preferences, right? Everyone chooses dogs or cats. I like animals in general, but I prefer dogs. So it's like, even though I don't really like cats and I'm allergic to them. But I don't like not understanding something. So I feel like I have to understand it. So I've gotten better with cats. I used to like, that cat used to scare the shit out of me. Because I'm allergic and I don't really know how to deal with him, and he's shy and he doesn't really know what to do. But now him and I are cool, but I don't get them. I do not understand why someone would really want to have them. But again, like I said, everyone's got to have their own preference. It's just it doesn't make much sense to me because they're just such little like I'm gonna sleep. Cats are not low maintenance. They are not low maintenance. They throw up way more than dogs. You have to constantly clean their little shit box. They're gonna get pissed off at you if you don't feed them, and they just have fur everywhere. You can have dogs that are hyperallergenic and don't shed as much, but I think that the cats are low maintenance is what people think. Is what people think. I think all animals are creatures of habit. Animals like boundaries, and they like routine. And if you don't give them routine, they become unruly assholes. And I think it's why a lot of people's cats are shitheads, because they don't instill any kind of routine upon them. A cat can be trained just as easily as a dog, but it's not commonplace for people to do that. I don't agree with that. That compared to dogs, they are much lower maintenance. I don't agree with that at all. I think that dogs need more attention as far as like your presence than cats. But I think we, at one point, my roommate and I, we lived with his brother, and he had a dog, and taking care of Bailey, that dog. I opened the door, she wouldn't piss, and we would clean up the poop and throw it out, right? Like, easy. But a cat, you have to do so many things.
Enemies everywhere.
Hey, a lot of cats, though, like, someone said dogs give far more back to you, in my opinion. Cats can be, when Rob comes home, my roommate comes home, they immediately come to the door, they're happy to see him, mainly because they want to be fed.
The celestial.
I'm a little less focused today, guys. Like, since I'm not doing a campaign from the start, like, we are doing this one for Meow Yang, but I apologize if you're watching this and you're like, come on, man, just play the game. Let's do construction cost reduction.
The storm dragon. Suffer the tempest.
We'll fight this fight just to show off the units. We haven't shown off any Cathay units in my stuff. The Carpathian had a good one. Dogs are toddlers and cats are teenagers, at least temperament-wise. I like that. I like that. That's a good correlation. Well, usually I try to like make it more of a presentation where I show off all these mechanics and talk about all these things. But with the Demon Prince, we've already done that, and I think everyone has seen Miao Ying and Zhao Ming to some extent. So we're just kind of having some fun here. So this question I can now kind of jump into. Can you elaborate on the charge difference between heavy and light cav? Was that always the case that heavy mass cav had a better charge, or did they buff it? I think that they buffed it, or they at least changed the mechanics of how mass works, because now we can see mass. We have a direct correlation, right? 600 mass of this entity, I get it. And the peasant horsemen feel like fucking paper. I don't know if you guys have seen them yet, but they feel like paper hitting into a unit. Like, we'll hit this unit of archers and they'll do pretty well. But I think for the most part, it's kind of rough and tumble, man. Let's go ahead, channel that Magi. Elevation mechanics. To what extent?
Storm dragon. I give assent.
Is this a map from 3K?
The storm dragon will lead you to victory. This is my vow.
Yeah, Zeka, and also it depends on the dog too, right? Like, my ex-girlfriend had a poodle Shih Tzu? No, poodle something. And those things are so low maintenance, right? No, my graphics settings are not maxed out. I have to do certain things to make it so that the game will still be workable. The balloons are so sick. Oh, so goddamn cool. What's the button here, man? What's the button? What's the goddamn button? I never remember this. Baby, I love you well. Here it is. Let's camera speed up and slow down. Speed up camera. Oh, page up and page down? Pfft. Easy. Was it always that? No, that's not it. Why am I so stupid? Speed up camera, slow down camera. Page up, page down. I just did that. Scarban or Cathay Dragons Legendary Lords. Duel, I have not checked that. I do not have an answer for you. Buck, we got to turn 50 and we had to stop, unfortunately. Next week I can go to turn 30 to turn 75. Yeah, what the hell? Is it not page up and page down? It's the speed of moving, so movement speed of the camera. Speed up camera. You're talking about this? Well, yeah, I want that to be there. Maybe there. That's where it was before. There we go. Cycle of battle speed forward and backwards. That might be a good idea. Try that. Oh, I gotta save those keys. Try that. Yeah, that's nice. You guys gonna charge that? Yeah, that'd be nice too. Oh, I hit my own dudes! Jack that fucking thing, man. See, like, that mass wasn't like that big of a charge, right? Although it was kind of a wimpy charge in general.
Ready to defend.
Let's do this again.
Attack in unison!
There's that lazy health bar kicking in. See, I mean, it's not much of a charge.
The storm wind blows. Strike them down.
So remember too, there's the yin and yang mechanic. So as long as things are within this circle, it grants yin and yang. And you can see, since this is a yang unit, I'm sorry, yin unit, it's got a black circle. And the yang unit has a white circle. So you can see the overlap and how it connects. And as long as that banner is within that, it triggers it. I think it's the banner. Right? See, those archers are terrible.
Never conquered.
Harmonious rock! Restore order! Defenders of Cathay!
People don't like the red color of the UI. They say it hurts their eyes, which I think is a... And I'm just going to tell you guys, I think that's a really weird statement. I'm allowed to have that opinion if your opinion is that you don't like it because it's red. Like that it hurts your eyes, that sort of thing. Like you need to tone down the contrast on your monitor if it's like that blaring to you. But I think there might be some... Let's take a look, guys, to see if there's any options for color blindness, because that would be able to turn down and turn up saturation of certain color ranges. I mean, it's a maroon and more of a red in my opinion, so it doesn't hurt my eyes. Green is apparently the easiest one on the eyes, and that to me is more glaring.
Thank you for the donation.
They have no other way.
What do you think the DLCs for Total War Warhammer 3 will be? Considering the Chaos factions have all their units, sorry if it's already been answered. No problem. And Kiro, good to see you, man. I haven't heard from you in a long time, my bro. Yeah, more of a burgundy for sure. Like, this is definitely more of a maroonish burgundy color. More of a reddish brown on burgundy scale. And thank you for the 150 Norwegian Kronu, my guy. I think one of the first things we could probably expect is some sort of Chaos-themed DLC to bring Undivided up to its love, you know? It needs to get that good action. Like, I want to see those marked Chaos Warriors, and I hope that we get sick-ass ones, you know? Okay. Color profile. Okay, so we can tweak around with this. I'm not colorblind. Oh, so this just tweaks these colors. Okay, I thought it would do the whole entire screen. That's kind of unfortunate, I think, for a lot of people. Ooh, unit banner scale. I didn't know I could do that. Yeah, Warriors of Chaos, the unloved. I honestly thought that the UI was going to change according to the faction, and it does. This is Cathay's monikers, these little dragon heads and everything, and these little motifs, the wing motifs here. But I thought that the overall scheme was going to change. Immortal Empires is going to be an FLC. We already know that to be the case. Chaos Dwarves will be the first race pack for sure. I think so for sure. Are balloons unit Skyjunk OP? I don't think they're OP because they're so slow. But they're very strong. They're very, very strong. They've got great armor at 80 armor too, so that's very good. Let's go ahead and pop some of these Iron Hail Gunners in here. And we'll go ahead and end our turn. Let's look at some technology. Since we have such a huge emphasis on range, we'll go down to this. Maybe just this for now.
We must remain superior.
And remember too, so you know what? Do you guys want me to go through all the Cathay mechanics right now or save it for tomorrow? What would you prefer?
Pride is not undeserved.
A Tretch? I have no interest in playing Tretch Craven Tail. I have no interest in playing the least played character in the game. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. I'll just kind of click through the stuff that I already know. Sure, I can do a flyover with the provinces for you. Let's go ahead and do this guy. Oh, that's a good army. That's a badass army, actually. This is random. You don't have no idea how this is going to be. So let's send out our first caravan. You can go all the way down to Sylvania down here. Pretty sweet, right? There's this. You can go to Reichland, the Druzhina Enclave, and then Marienburg proper. Let's go Bearsornling. Oh! Sagittarius H with, is that Czech Frank? What is that? What's CHF? You think Vampire Counts will be much weaker in the changes with the changes of magic? It's hard to say. It is hard to say. Because they're not even in custom battle for me to play with, you know? I don't get it. What's the big chilling thing? What did I miss? And doing this kind of increases that, John Cena. Alright, we'll kind of set up some diplomacy. Actually, let's do quick deals because it's so much better.
Be on guard. Value with associates. Please Cathay.
Done and done. I'm just going to kind of click through these here. If you want me to slow down or explain anything, please by all means just let me know in chat, please.
The Celestial Blacksmith.
Miao Ying.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to comment on something that's not in the game yet, Adam the Slayer, so... It does not move. Wu-Tang, Nanmen. Astromancer here.
The heavens will provide.
I stand apart.
Caravan dispatch of it. We already dispatched it, didn't we? Oh, we didn't press the dispatch button. Now I'll dispatch it. Oshawa, if you play... So guys, if you play Warhammer 2... You can play Warhammer 3 on your Warhammer 2 settings at the same settings, if not better. Does that help out?
Favored daughter. Witness my power!
Okay, I'm witnessing it. So, unfortunately, this is a Pyrrhic victory, which it is definitely not. Because if I auto-resolve, I lose so much. We're fighting this battle. Vicious Ophidian? I have not heard a reference to Ultima Online in ages. Of course, Oshawa, thank you for watching, man. Guys, how many views are we up to right now? What's our viewer count? Because I can't check. I unfortunately cannot check because I might crash the game. Yeah, James, we ran out of turns on our Demon Prince, so we're just having some fun with Miao Ying because we're playing Zhao Ming tomorrow. 600, my bros. But what is our like count? And can we pump those likes up? Guys, make sure you're hitting those like buttons. I know it is the tritest thing to hear. I've been having some problems with some Cathay maps recently. Ever since I updated, yeah, look at this. Ever since I updated my graphics card drivers, I've been getting that. So I might need to roll my graphics card drivers back, because I wasn't having this earlier. So don't look at this as a problem with Warhammer. Look at it as a problem with the newest NVIDIA drivers. Because this was not a problem when I played this like a week ago. So I don't like that. I gotta try and fix that somehow. I might have to roll the drivers back. 562 likes actually. Damn, that's way higher than I thought, bros. Thank you very much, guys.
For the Emperor! For the defense!
Okay, so we can kind of break this up a little bit here. Dude, NVIDIA just kind of shits the bed with their drivers almost all the time. Like, yeah, we'll fix it in post. Like, dude, no, fix it now. Do not fuck with my displays. Usually I wait a good chunk of time, but I definitely think I have to roll back because this is pretty brutal. I was trying to finish my video for you guys to see what it looks like. Oh, these are special dragon crossbowmen. Oh, okay. And we'll put the guys with that. They're right there. Where's the next closest one? Let's do... yeah, that vector and do that. Yeah, look at that, man. That was not there like a week ago. Although that doesn't make much sense that would be a graphic rendering problem. Like the driver, like that doesn't make much sense. That seems, maybe that is the game and I'm just making an excuse. Confederatario Helvetica franc, Swiss franc. Well, thank you very much, Sagittarius. Second donation, my man. Thank you, dude.
Thank you for the donation.
That's pretty brutal. I don't know where that came from. There is a formation save button, yes. I believe. Yeah, don't know if this is a driver issue anymore, guys. No, it seems to be the Cathay maps that this is on, because I was trying to show Scarbrand on a bunch of different graphical settings, and then I was going to show a Cathay city on different graphical settings to give you guys a sense of, hey, here's how all the buildings look differently. But look at this, dude. This is weird.
My test begins.
Let's go over here. And we'll put these guys right here. We'll put them right here and just go in there. They're not going to do anything substantial. Let's find out, Travis. Yeah. I don't think that's a driver problem, guys. I don't think that's a driver problem at all. Thank you, Vicious Ophidian. Was it indeed a reference to Ultima Online? At first I thought my graphics card was having a problem. Because usually artifacting is not a good thing. It is usually very bad. Yeah, we'll verify integrity after this and just do some general kind of troubleshooting shit. I just chalked it up to drivers. I was like, you fucking drivers.
And fire. Minds as one. Raise the dragons.
Yeah, you can see like but it's only on certain graphical settings that the light kind of gets weird like this. Total War Freak. That's a good question. Has the game actually been saving your last army placement? I feel like I haven't seen it. I haven't either. It could be a texture from an update for sure.
If it is required.
Alright, let's go snipe this.
The storm wind blows.
Shengyang's faithful.
I refuse to apologize to NVIDIA.
Mage of the Celestial Court.
Oof. No, graphic settings are this. So a custom set to reduce the things that don't matter, like grass detail and stuff like that, and try to increase certain things that do help out a little bit more so that you guys have a better viewing experience. It could be texture filtering, to be totally honest. Because, in fact, here, let's take a look. Let's just drop it down to 2x. I'm good, Hugh. How are you, dude? $100% Chernikal. Like I keep saying, guys, the game is still in development, so issues will exist. Yeah, it's still there. The flying range balloon thing is pretty good. Yeah, man, it's an easy 10 FPS game. Easy 10 FPS game. But you can tweak a lot of things to make it so that the game looks beautiful without being too heavy. Like depth of field, fog, tree, terrain, and grass detail. Turning all those down to medium is so high. Is so good. And shutting off screen space shadows and sharpening, again, so good. Vignette, I hate Vignette. And I don't let it take a limited RAM. A limited VRAM. The game does not have DLSS, unfortunately. Are you building under attack? Good, Anakin.
Master of Azir.
How does it work from here? Y'all can't do shit. Come right here.
The heavens guide me.
Wyatt, it wasn't doing it some bit ago, so it's just this is a pretty new little thing here.
Daughter. So be it.
I apologize for that, guys. It just seems to be Cathay maps. I don't know about SSAO. I typically shut such things off.
Marching as one.
There is a way.
Not really worried about these peasant horsemen.
Iron hail.
I just don't want to turn unit detail off because it's like that's like why I play the game, you know. Hey, would you guys shoot?
Peasant horsemen.
Minds as one.
Setting forth.
Shenyang's faithful. Will of the dragon.
Oh,
Witness their demise. Praise the dragons. Marching as one. Ready to defend.
does not have ray tracing, no.
Guide me. Aid me.
Oh, I wanted to watch her jump into dragon form, but no.
Horsemen. Repositioning. Understood. They will perish.
Witness their demise.
Is Bannerlord close to release? Yeah, it's supposed to be in like 2-3 months, isn't it?
The heavens await. Warriors.
The celestial faithful.
MJ Warriors are getting rocked. Yeah, I apologize, guys. I try not to show off bad things such as this. My bros over here need assistance. Where's their leader? Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, this is why I thought like my GPU was having an issue, but let me ask Indy if he's having any problems. I hope I didn't just crash the game. Graphics issues in Cathay Sieges. Yeah, it's something with the lighting, because if I do there's certain ones that is just fine. There's no big deal at all. Certain maps or certain graphic settings, because I was checking it and something triggered it. I don't know what it is. It might be shadow. Look at this. They're just doing stuff together here, guys. Yeah, the sudden cliff is the weird thing, Eshin. Yeah, what is that? Like, this is the big guy. This is how flat the game looks without, like, shadows, right?
Celestial sorcerer.
Master of tennis. For the Emperor.
Ready to defend.
Nothing happens. They just kind of...
Crossbowmen.
Oh! Oh!
The celestial daughter.
My mind is ready.
Iron hail gunners. Celestial fury. Sent by dragon. Mistress of storms.
Yeah, I definitely will send this feedback to CA.
Seeking Cathay's foes.
Ten gangs faithful. Understood. Natural. Move, dragon. Protect us.
Shoot those damn guns. Or don't. They're kind of all... They're blocked from line of sight, though they can't do much.
My test begins. I stand ready.
Well, I was also having a problem with Call of Duty. And it was right after I updated my my GPU. The new drivers, so... We can... And it's a brand new 3080.
Never conquered.
Well, relatively brand new, right? Alright. Indie Pride is joining the stream. We'll show him off. Here, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Look at that. There we go. There he is. There he is. Indie Pride. You see what I mean, man? You see this? These random, like, these artifacts. Well, I didn't have this map, this issue a week ago, dude. But I updated my drivers, and I think that might have been it. But look at this. This doesn't seem like a driver issue. Can you try loading this up and tell me what you get? Yeah, it definitely has a roof texture. Look at you guys. Look at us just figuring this out together as friends. Shadow on. On high. Building detail low.
Thank you for the donation.
Thank you very much, Kiro. It's a roof feature that's being projected out like a giant wall, so I don't think it's a lighting or graphics issue. It's a model deformation. No, man. Shut your video down. It's not even going to be good. It's not even going to be good. Well, that fixed the artifacting. Check that out. Yeah, it seems to be linked to building. But this is wild, dude. Look at this. So I think as we hit a certain... I think it's high. I think these buildings are high as a fucking kite. No, Requiem Reforged, there's not a randomized button, unfortunately. Yeah, it seems to be, as soon as you get this weird lighting like this, it's definitely like, when you go to high, you get these weird artifacts. And grass detail is low, so let's try terrain detail. Let's bring that to medium. Thanks for dealing with this with me, guys. This is a fun little project. This is wild as shit to me, though. Let's just jack it down to low. Do that low. See what happens here. Boy. 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 Are you okay, brother? Yeah, it doesn't seem to have any effect on this huge cliff of doom here. But it does have an effect on the artifacting on the roofs. So. So very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, it's kind of random. Like I said, it was totally fine when I played it before. Oh, Cathay is a land of wonder. Have I ever been asked to narrate audiobooks? No, but I'd like to. I'd love to become a voice actor. Our map looks so not cool by comparison now with those turned down graphics. I mean, I can bring the game down and reload it. Will you ever release a video reviewing different cookie brands? There we go. Just submitted that. Be back.
Meowing.
Okay.
Warden of the Great Bastion.
The daughter of the Great Bastion. Go.
The tempest grows ever
Might as well get the
stronger.
harmonic convergence.
Serve
And we'll
me,
grab
serve
some more
me.
Jade Warriors here.
None may refuse my call.
Tech support, live stream. I have like a problem with that kind of stuff. Like when it comes to like troubleshooting those things, I just can't help it like dive in on them. Grappa or Sambuca? Yeah, just me just like, oh, hey, fucking, you've noticed this stream has gone off the rails. Seal the gate.
Storm Dragon.
I think the best way to seal that gate is by making another lord, going and doing it, then dismissing that lord. In fact, we might actually even do that. A distinguished scar. That's pretty sweet. Fervent questionnaire. If we did recruit this guy and then just have him go do this, it'll cost us money. What will it cost us? 2,500. Here, we'll recruit bullshit units.
None may refuse Cathay's call. City command. From here, we shall plan. There is no cause known. The Emperor calls upon you.
Assuming you have the necessary artillery, is it worth destroying towers in sieges or better to cap the points? Cap the points, probably. Although it's definitely much more of a ramp up now going into a siege. That's gonna happen.
When Miao Ying asks, you
Is it?
answer.
Oh, the gunpowder road's already got. Alright, Hugh, have a good one, my dude.
The Celestial
They're down there.
Warden of the Great Bastion. The Great Crusade. I will earn my mother's trust. Mask our thunder.
We'll just see how this goes.
I yearn for
I mean,
my true form.
there is disharmony. Your Yang is ascended. Uh-oh. I mean, yeah, I think everyone has, man. I just don't really pay much attention to that crap, though. Simon, I don't know who or what I'll do that with, but I will in due time do it. I gotta yell at me. So we'll go growth per region right now. Remember, we can choose one of the 4, and I'll explain this more tomorrow. I also have to roll back my graphics drivers and do some things here, so again, I apologize, guys, for the graphical issues today. I don't know if it's a me thing or if it is a current build thing, but we'll get to the bottom of this shit. Oh, a quick little turn there too. Our caravan is just making its way downtown, moving fast. Fletching mentors. Dude, that guy is right up on that thing's dick. Oh, damn, we can't.
Worthless place.
Can't do this, though.
Speed and unity win the day.
Word of Swift Slang, nice.
Harmony above all.
Pop that into its good garrison here. That's actually not good. We might lose that. I didn't know this guy was going to be going balls deep for it.
Favored.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
There can be no fatigue. Sent by the Emperor.
Do I think she's the most attractive legendary lord? I don't think about those things.
Enemies. Enemies everywhere.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will definitely do it, my man. Had the time of my life. And I owe it all to you another more. Current balance is yang. We want to get back to yin. Let's go one more here. Do that.
For the defense effort.
It's Lord Skrulk, isn't it? It's always Lord Skrulk, man. It's a number of his call center. A decisive victory indeed. Yeah, let that happen. Kill that off. Get the replenishment. Actually, get the money. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, again? This will fight. I don't want to lose more men than I already have. I thought it was going to pull both in and we were going to kill them both off, but... Looks like Welches of the Wolf Claw we're going to have to deal with. Oh. Oh. This is the Battle of Snake Gate, so you guys get to see a Great Bastion fight, if you so wish. Uh-oh. God damn it. Yeah, I just fucked the game up. I sure did. Alright. I froze the game. Sorry, guys. We'll fix this. Maybe reloading the game will help too. It did it for me, Requiem. It's been doing that. Like, it won't freeze for you guys, but it will for me, so it's kind of funky. Do you like? I do love the new minor settlement battles. They're pretty gruesome. They're pretty rough and tumble, which I like. I don't really have much thoughts on like cross race, like outpost allied unit combinations yet, because I haven't really done a ton of it to know much about what you can really do as far as like, oh man, so what's it going to be like if I am playing Slanesh and I do get some warriors from Dark Elves? How beneficial is that going to be? How good is that going to be? I don't have that information yet, so I can't really make a full-on guess. I cannot say anything about the Ogre Kingdoms until that embargo is up, correct, unfortunately. Okay, we will fight this one here. How big is the campaign map? Have you not seen it? We'll zoom out after this. Just remind me after the fight. Max tier is 3, correct. Hope this didn't freeze. Just kind of hanging right here, so we'll let it do its thing. See how it goes. I won't Alt-Tab this time, which seemed to kill it. Which historic Total War is your favorite? Recently I've been playing Attila as the Western Roman Empire and I've been having a blast. I want to say Rome is, but I actually really love... there we go. There we go. It just took a long time for it to clip in. That's weird. I really love medieval. And I would love to see a medieval rework. Or a whatever do thing. Okay, and that fixed it. Nerd Rage Fred said that I've had that today and needed to verify all my files after the update. Whew! Ho! Here they are. Here it is. We're back at it.
Thank you for the donation.
You know, guys, if you wouldn't mind, I don't want you guys to suffer through this. Let me just verify really quick. It'll take like 10 minutes. We can answer some questions from chat in the meantime. I apologize for the kind of hang up on everything. But I'd rather do that than trying to like kind of personally be frustrated about it and have you guys see like a shit experience. So give me a second here. Properties, local files, verify. This will take just a little bit. But go ahead and ask any campaign questions, anything like that. So I'm happy to answer those in the meantime. Yeah, I mean, that does happen. So, well, here's a question. So here's what I'm doing, and you guys can tell me if you like it or don't like this. Go ahead and delete all these. There's nothing incriminating over here, so I'm fine. There's nothing incriminating anywhere. Okay, light capture over here. So this is what I was working on, and you guys can tell me right now if you'd like to see something that's maybe a little bit more specific. So here's what I've got. So this would be the game on low graphic settings, and the video I want to do is just run this for 30 seconds. So here's low. Just let it do that. There doesn't need to be anything else. I don't need to talk over it. Here's medium. Let that run. Let it do its thing. Again, I don't feel there's a need to talk over it. And go through medium to high to ultra presets and just show people. And then compare low to ultra and medium to high, just so people can see. And I'll do this. Just a quick fly through. This is Nangao. So this is low. Like, do you think I really need to show the FPS? Because the FPS is going to be unique to my machine. I feel like seeing an FPS counter is not going to do a whole lot, and I don't know how to turn an FPS counter on visibly for you guys. I think I could probably do it with NVIDIA Shadowplay. In fact, I might actually use NVIDIA Shadowplay for this because it would be easier. Can you compare even campaign map would be really good, Tomas. So that's low. Here's medium. Yeah, I feel like frames per second is just not going to be helpful. People will. Leshy, I haven't looked at them, to be honest. Yeah, I haven't used Shadowplay, Riley. I use OBS. Some raunchy commentary, just, oh, look at these beautiful fucking buildings. Look at that. Ooh, that's a Nani dragon. Let's keep going down this one. We're going right up the center. Oh, Nangao, get me good. Get me hard. So that's your medium specs there for Nangao. Moving on over to the high one. I will there. My PC specs are in description right now, but I'm told that they are wrong. So I will definitely, I'll have a slide at the very beginning say, hey, here's my PC specs, and I'll go low, medium, high. And I figure Scarbrand is a good display because he has so many assets on him, right? He's got glowingness, he's got articulating armor, he's got big bulging biceps, he has got transparency in his wings. I feel like this is a really good portrayal of different graphical settings. You know, like I could do the Demon Prince or I could do anyone else, but I feel like this is probably the better one to show off. Well, also, Grant, the thing that kind of makes the FPS counter an issue is it gets deflated by me recording. That hogs system resources, so it wouldn't be a true FPS counter. All right, so 23 files failed to do their thing. Let's let that happen. They've been acquired. It's going to be a small patch here. So give it just a second here, my bros. I can capture screen actually costs more system resources than capturing a specific game. So because capture screen is mirroring my display versus one is pulling what is being outputted by an executable. Mjolnir Thunder. The light is too high there because of the lighting and shadow presence in the settings. So here's what happened. Unfortunately, here's when I tried to show off high. And high is when I first experienced these graphical issues where I was like, oh, that's weird. Maybe something different. So here's high. You see how immediately it changed. It's no longer, what's it called, right? I don't think there's anything. That doesn't. I had to make sure that there was nothing like incriminating in my Steam, but there's not. I don't have anything cool there. But you see how like I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is this? So this map in and of itself actually has better natural shading to it. Yeah, I definitely think. Tis but a small fortnight of updates, my lord. What's up, Nerd Rage? Yeah, man, I'm doing it right now. It should hopefully fix it, my dude. Thank you very much. I couldn't go back to all the maps to check, just the one that was the latest battle. Yeah, I unfortunately won't even be able to do that. But I'll get it going here. We'll be streaming here for like 15, 20 minutes, my bros. I apologize. That's another good point, Riley. Like, I'm basically using a bunch of experimental stuff. And I guess Legend had the same thing, according to what someone said a little bit ago. Does it have a benchmark menu? It does. I don't know if there's anything in that benchmark menu that I can or cannot show off. I do have the Steam FPS active, Alex, but only I can see it. And if I use display capture, you guys can't. You can see it, but it hogs more system resources. So I have to try to reduce as much system resources as I can to do this, or else it's an untrue representation of FPS. That's why I'm saying showing FPS might not be as good as just seeing the raw actual visuals. Requiem, it was a bunch of bugs and stuff like that. It wasn't an actual set update to anything. It was like, hey, we noticed from your feedback these bugs have been fixed, so on and so forth. Yeah, I agree with you, Lies. I agree with you. I think texturally, there's not going to be a huge change, lighting and stuff like that. Those things, for the most part, will probably just be better optimized. I think people overall want to see the visual difference, less so the actual FPS difference. So here's a question that I had to deal with yesterday in my Discord. Isn't the early access for streamers ruins the first time playing for the normal players? Why do they do that? Every single piece of media that you consume has got some sort of review or marketing ramp up. So video games, movies, books, fucking kitchen appliances, all have these things that exist to create marketing hype. It's free marketing for any company. This is just the business of the world, unfortunately. And if you don't want to see those things, you just don't watch them. Elden Ring, I'm super stoked on it. I have not even watched a trailer of Elden Ring. So it's up to you as the consumer to not watch that. If you want to see it and you want to jump into it, by all means, go ahead and do it. You are, like someone said, nobody's forcing you to watch. And a lot of people go, well, why should a streamer be given the code and not me? So to put this in a really blunt term, and I'm not trying to be an asshole about it, why should you be given the code? You don't provide marketing eyes. I do. And I'm not saying I'm cool because of it. I'm saying that a company looks at me as a free marketing resource. I look at it as this awesome opportunity. I'm a content creator. Cool, cool, cool. But to a company, I'm free marketing. And if you look at how many views have accumulated over Total War Warhammer's marketing ramp from announcement to now, how are you going to put that in actual bottom line terms for your company, right? Like, wow, you've gotten, let's just say a blanket number, 10 million more views from all these content creators, and all you had to do was seed the information to them 24 hours, 36 hours ahead of time. It's like there's so much monetary gain that no company is going to not do that, unfortunately. Video title, why you need a 3080. And again, I'm not trying to say that this is a good practice. I don't necessarily like how marketing has become this shoehorned shit show in our society where it's like you're jammed down the throat of every single marketing anything. I do not like it. But it is unfortunately the way our society works when it comes to media. Nerd Rage Fred says, I should just take personal responsibility? You sound like the people at the library. What do you mean I gotta return the book? You know, I totally agree with you, man. But here's another point that I made. Because he said the same thing. You know, I think everyone should just start at the same point. So let's say that the game comes out and you want to just get a fucking honest review of the game, right? You just want to know what's going on. Well, this game comes out in a month. All of us, all content creators are covering this game, and we're not allowed to give reviews. But we can hype up, we can talk about things, we can express how excited we are about the stuff that we are showing. But in a month, when people are going to now want to buy this game, hype content will have died down, and it now becomes true to form review content. Hey, this is how I truly feel about certain mechanics. Now that this embargo's up, I can say, this is what I like and this is what I don't like. So if that was the case, everyone got a code at the same time, then hype content, which in all honesty, hype content is not necessarily all the time honest, right? Some people say, this is the best fucking game I've ever played because it's the first 20 minutes of playing the game. Every game is the best game you've ever played in the first 20 minutes. So that content dilutes the pool of review, honest opinion content. So if everyone was given the game at the exact same time, then what happens is everyone goes, I can't find the review content because there's hype content. This guy says it's the best game. Now he's changed his opinion because it's been like a day of actually playing, you know? Like, so I think that giving the game to people like myself, who I'm going to cover it and I'm going to show it off, it's going to display to other people that watch it like, oh, okay, hey, you know, I'm going to go to this guy's channel because he covers this content. Cool, I can see all this stuff. But for other people, they're not going to see it, right, until the game comes out. Like, no one's hankering to look up ItalianSpartacus fucking Warhammer 3 videos because they play Call of Duty, right? They're not going to see it until the game actually comes out. That's when it becomes pertinent. There's a difference today. We buy the game before it's out. That's a good point. I mean, pre-ordering is unfortunately a symptom of today's society and the way that it works for allocation towards smaller things, and it also helps for the dev budget. Like, we know that X amount of people are going to buy this game, or sometimes pre-ordering can fuck over a dev, right? Like it did for Cyberpunk, where they were forced to release it. You know what, Dave Coos now? I know it's not you, David. Days of shareware, the demo discs, man. The demo disc with 15 games on it. I pre-order any game I know I'm going to get. Regardless of what Elden Ring's reviews are, I'm going to play Elden Ring. So I'll pre-order it. But like, Pokemon Acerus, I don't know if I want to play that game. Anything I'm on the fence with, I don't pre-order. It doesn't make much sense to me to do it. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Oh. Guys, we're back in the hood. Whoa. So we're going to have to run away from that army while our reinforcements come. Yeah, that was a big thing. Pre-orders, the original genesis of pre-orders, as someone who used to work at a GameStop. My presets are all set to high. Oh, it changed everything. That's easy fix. The original genesis of pre-orders comes from smaller stores not being able to solidify. Medium, this is high, this is ultra, off, on, please. Lighting quality is low, high, I think. We're going to find out. This is 60 seconds, that's 2D. Sharpening should be off, off. I don't remember if I have SSAO on or not. We're going to find out. And this was up to 16x. VFX is up to ultra. There we go. Yeah, it was to reserve stock. If you didn't pre-order, you're not a big box store. We don't know you even need the game, so we're not going to send it to you. It used to actually be part of like the logistics supply chain, and it's not really the case anymore since so much product is digital. So I think that the only time pre-ordering truly matters is if you really love the game and you're going to get it no matter what, or it's an indie game. Indie games can sometimes get more dev budget solidified based off of pre-orders or wish listing. So, as with all consumer products, purchase with your head. So I basically have to wait here until my reinforcements because I can't even do anything with that army. Yeah, exactly. They know that if they get $50 million in pre-order money, they can solidify more dev budget. They can ask their publisher for more time. They can ask their publisher for an expansion upon the things they want to make. We look at stuff like, what's that thing called? Crowdfunding. Kickstarter. Kickstarter is kind of how it works with a developer and publisher relationship. They say, hey, here's the things that we want to make. Here's the things that we want to make. Oh, yeah, I did build a tower. Here's the things that I want to make. Should we be able to solidify more here, here, and here? They kind of go through it with them and say, like, okay, well, Jones, this is actually a 3080, my bro. Yes, I know.
I am prepared.
Well, I have this turned off. See, if I turn on foliage, see now the trees make more sense. But I have it hidden. Whoa, that thing warped right there.
Shenyang sends us for the Emperor. Minds as one.
Now we got to get up to our like a critical supply point here. Let's go ahead and take our peasant horsemen and try and smash into these little houndy poos. Yeah, but I just mean as far as like the general premise of, hey, here's the money that we need to make the game. If we can get more money, we would like to do these things. That's kind of how the relationship works between dev and publisher.
Iron Hail Gunners! Minds as one! March in ordered ranks!
Dragon Guard. Seeking cafes foes. Peasant horsemen.
Peasant horsemen, man, are just so shit. It's a good thing. It's a good thing you're not doing what I want you to do. Holy crap! Yeah, I can place these around for better placement. I just kind of got all mucked up.
Cavalry! They will perish! All to command!
Let's go ahead and make
Retreat! Withdraw!
blockers.
Else doom approaches!
Defend the realm! Defend the realm! Minds as one. Marching as a one.
The personification of law!
Archers!
That's a hell of a title.
Formation! Led by dragon. Warriors! Wind and fire!
Subordinate only 10 dragons!
Iron Hail Gunners!
Dragon Guard! With infinite pride!
Peasant spearmen! Move as wind! Praise the dragons!
Warriors! Order and balance!
So it's like the city looks really sick, but it's kind of hard to navigate through.
The celestial faithful!
We have gained ground!
Peasant archers! Peasant spearmen! Wind and fire! For the moon dragon!
Oh,
Wind and fire!
Thoughts in harmony! Bringing harmony! We must get
me versus Indy? He'll win, dude. He'll crush the shit out of me.
Stone and steel! For Cathay! Ready to defend!
Cathay was always chaos the whole time. I actually don't know if we know requirements for the game. I'll ask. Has anyone seen them posted anywhere? How's it going now, guys? Is it much visually better here? Again, I apologize that it's been such a shit show today with the graphics. That issue, though, has been solved. It was just simply an integrity. Oh my god, that hurt my Jade Warriors.
for the Emperor!
With infinite pride! Never conquer! Harmonious wrath!
Harmony deserts us!
Oof. These units are getting tanked.
Jade Warriors! Thoughts in harmony! Thoughts in harmony! The dragons ask!
There must be order!
The celestial faithful!
Commander of cities!
Defenders of Cathay! Thoughts in harmony! Fight as one!
Yes, you can turn off corpse delay entirely. I can make it so it's permanent. Some people said they don't like this selection outlines. You can remove those if you so wish. These outlines here, I can go ahead and there you go. So if you don't like those at all, they can just be gone. But let's get what I want to get right here. Right there. Oh yeah.
Defenders of Cathay! Mistress of storms! Defenders of Cathay, bringing harmony. Shenyang's faithful. Minds as one. Across the bowman.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a big thing for me to get used to, is like these, like, there's a lot of these little avenues and terraces and stuff like that. So as you kind of come into the back portions of these gates, it's so much less open, and as a result, you really kind of have to make sure you get your units up properly in locations you want them to be in.
Restore order. With infinite pride. Celestial fury. Wind and fire.
Yes, they can go up these stairs. Like these right here? Yes. My specs aren't updated in the video description apparently, so I apologize for that. I have a, this is a i9 9900KF, 32 gigs of RAM, along with a 3080 RTX. There we go. I actually don't like the rogue armies in Warhammer 2. I find them to be very stressful to deal with. I've heard that the blood pack is free if you have the Warhammer 1 and or 2 blood pack. No, I have not, Heath. I'm more than happy to, though. I actually have done very limited showing of anything Miao Ying, because I assumed everyone had seen it, so I just kind of was playing around here, having some fun to kill time on the stream. I've had the i9 since 3K came out. The 3080 RTX, I got really lucky, and my friend who works in IT just happened to... I'm going to auto-resolve this. Happened to find me one. Oh no, we lost our peasant horseman. Oh no. Find me one, so that helped out. Okay, so the caravan was being tracked, followed. After ringing into a defensive position and drawing weapons, the potential enemies emerge and turn out to be friends. A patrol that has wandered far from home borders. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4 units of ranged, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 non-ranged. So this is going to add 2 long spearmen. Nah, I'm going to go missile warriors. Ma Shard. Look at that. Bell mastery plus 40%. Staff of Wu Jing. Augment winds of magic. Damn, that's... Okay, so I can actually take you. And while you are good... These are actually really nice. I forgot about those.
The Storm Dragon.
This is not the Chaos campaign right now. We ran out of turns in the Chaos campaign, so we jumped over to this. So here is Miao Ying's skills. She has a dual kit here of the lore of Yin? Yeah, lore of Yin and lore of life. Absolutely, I'll show the map size. So she gets Storm of Shadows, Missile Mirror, Flesh to Stone, and Earthblood. And she also gets Regrowth, Talons of Night, and then these abilities Earthing and Magical Reserve, as well as Arcane Conduit, which remember is now a passive ability. 11 a.m. is our stream tomorrow. 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Great Bastion here for her blue line, typical stuff, Disciplinarian, Inspiring Recruit, Reassuring Presence, and Fervent. Then 2 Irrepressible. Lightning Strike, as we know here, enable lightning strikes battles when reinforcements are present, and enemy battle reinforcement time plus 50%. I have not seen Altdorf on the map, to be totally honest. Quartermaster, Logistician, Alert, and then the Great Bastion. For Red Line, all the things that you would expect for your buffs with Rally, and then the Stand Your Ground. And then for her yellow line, it's buffs that you would expect here: charge, armor, hit points, then to foe seeker, then to weapon strength, melee attack, speed, melee defense, and deadly onslaught. For her specific line, she gets Aura of Majesty, which is going to reduce melee defense here in dragon form. She gets Harmonious, which increases control, corruption, and then diplomatic relations plus 20 with Cathay. And then we get construction cost reduced for Great Bastion buildings, which is cool. Master of Storms gets us a nice bonus to Winds of Magic cost for Flesh of Stone, Earthblood, and Regrowth. Also reduces the cooldown for Lore of Life spells. And we get the Opposer of Chaos, which helps with melee defense and ward save, which is stupid good against Norska, Warriors of Chaos, and Demons of Chaos. Imposing Range helps out with missile range, and then Persistent Fire helps out with reload time. Lastly, Eye of the Storm, which is going to increase our AP and base damage as well as melee attack whilst in dragon form. I have not heard anything about the mod ability of Warhammer 3. Let's go with Life Bloom, and I want to try Magic Missile Mirror. What's your time zone? Pacific Standard. I live in Southern California.
Your life means nothing to me.
Okay. So I think right there, guys, we'll go ahead and end our stream here today. This kind of just gives us a lot of time. I don't want to look at too much Cathay stuff and jump too much into Cathay without having to properly explain it. But we will do that. I'm going to have that system specs comparison video come out on Monday so you guys can at least see the difference between low, medium, high, and ultra. Obviously, it might 669 likes. We did start at 11 a.m. today. So 3 hours in the past would be my start time tomorrow. So we'll be starting in 21 hours, basically. Show us the Great Maw. You can't see it in the Miao Yings. Oh, here's the campaign map. Someone wanted to see the campaign map. So here's the campaign map in its entirety. Old World is down here. This. The Taunting of Jianqi. Oh, we're not on the map yet. You got the Darklands right here. Southern Cathay. The Mountains of Morn are right here. The Northern Chaos Wastes are right here. The Realms of Chaos are all right here. And then Norska is right here, this tendril right there. And then, like I said, as you go to the respective Chaos Realms, you can see it changes the background here. So you know it's like, oh, okay, here's where Khorne is, here's where Slaanesh is, here's where Nurgle is, and here's where Tzeentch is. Pretty cool, right? I think it is smaller than the Vortex map, I want to say. Have they released a statement about that? I'm not hiding it, I don't know. And this is the Great Maw, but it looks like a Sarlacc pit. It looks way different. Well, you'll see the Great Maw tomorrow when we play Miao Ying. Or Xiaoming. So let's go ahead and roll some Legend Said It's Bigger. Okay. Thank you, Ginger Steve. Let's give some thank yous here. We've had so many donations here today. Or anything about Mortal Empires and date. I would assume 2 or 3 months after launch, if I'm comparing it to Warhammer 2's launch schedule. Vortex is a lot of water. So I'm calling the Mortal Empires map for Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires just because it's an easier way to distinguish between the two. So I would hope we get Immortal Empires probably by around May time, I would hope. But guys, thank you so much. We had so many people tuning in here today. A lot of fun. Ton of donations here. So let me go through some of these and give you some thanks out. Ginger Steve sneaking in that last minute one. But let me jump all the way. And thank you to everyone who did use my Nexus link. If you have not yet pre-ordered, you are more than happy to do so. Or more than welcome to do so. It does support the channel. And it is a great way to get the game. But do whatever's best for your wallet. Please, guys. I want you guys all to make sure you are watching... Not watching your finances. It's like your mom or something. But I'm saying, like, it's a hard time. Do whatever helps you out the most financially. So we got 2 new people to the channel as members. Icardir Thalion and then Calvin Gens. Thank you guys for becoming members of the channel. Memberships, like when you press join, helps me because it's basically giving me dependable monthly income so I can focus less on quantity of videos and more on quality of videos. Because I can tell you now, you have to pump out so many videos as a YouTuber. But Carl with a 50 Swedish kronu. Thank you very much, man. Jason Stearns with a $20 donation here. Thank you very much, my guy. Captain Diabetes with a 50 Norwegian kronu. 35 Czar from Calvin Gens in addition to his subscription. Sagittarius A gave us $10 in CHF. $5 donation from Big Daddy Riggs. Adam T with a 5 pounder. I keep getting euro and pound confused. Someone who purchased and tipped for buying Warhammer 3. Thank you very much. I think it was you, Raphael, because you said you just bought Warhammer 3 with your affiliate link and then donated $5. So thank you, Raphael, for everything. DRL Sword with a 5 pound donation here. Any areas covered like the East of Mortal Empires was, what could be expanded in the future? I did not answer that for you, my man. I could see them going south here into Inder Karesh, east here into Nippon, or south here into more portions of the Darklands, as well as the this is the old world. South here into more portions of the Darklands on the other end of the World Jed's Mountains, as well as more of the Dragon Isles. If you kind of look at this, look at it like this, then like Ind and Karesh are kind of down in this direction, and Nippon would be over here. It's very weird skewing of the map because it's a polar map. Thank you, Portucalia. I always appreciate it, brother. And it's okay if you can't make it. I understand, my dude. Charles Cow with 400 total Norwegian kroner today. Thank you very much, man, and very generous donations throughout the week. Kyle with a Kyle just bought Warhammer 3, so thank you very much, man. Jinja Steve who bought Warhammer 3 as well and did some donations here today, so thank you, Jinja. Hero Haas, I think, with a total of 250. Yeah, 250 in Norwegian kronu. And then Wyatt Miller with a $5 donation. And Ginger Steve closing us out one more time with a 449 pound donation. So thank you guys all very much for joining in here today. I apologize for the shit show with the graphics, but we got it all squared away. So tomorrow we won't have any issues. Hopefully, thankfully. Promise, I think. But thank you guys all very much for watching here today. If you have any questions after the fact, if you're watching this as a VOD, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. Tomorrow we'll have a spoiler-free campaign overview video coming up for Scarbrand, so you'll be able to see that. And then we'll have one for Miao Ying and Zhao Ming through the week, and we'll jump into the next embargo. We're going to be covering that embargo and their, is it right for you? Spoiler-free campaign and campaign previews like this, so you can play everything. Looking forward to the texture video on Warhammer 3. Well, thank you very much, Slice. Thank you for your feedback on it, man, and thank you for the 20 Swedish krona, my dude. Dudes, February is a busy month. Crusader Kings 3 comes out, and I can tell you guys I don't have any early access to it. And Paradox is usually like a really, really good company about that. They're like, hey, here's the game 3.5 months out. That's not true. It wasn't. We got Crusader Kings 3 the beginning of August, and it came out in the beginning of September. So everyone who's waiting for that Crusader Kings 3 DLC, that is a content creator, is like, hey, so when's that early access program? Because a lot of those people overlap with Warhammer. And I'm like, shit, when the fuck am I making Crusader Kings videos? I can't even process making these videos in time. So it'll be a very, very interesting run-up. And I'm glad I'm not covering... There's supposed to be a Cyberpunk 1.5 patch that's going to be massive. Elden Ring's coming out at the end of the month. Like, there's other things that I'm forgetting that I've just completely forgot about. But that is the job I've chosen. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching here today. Have a good one. Take care. Stay safe. Wash your fucking hands. We'll be back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, jumping into Zhao Ming's campaign for Cathay. And be on the lookout for more videos as they come. But again, have a good one. Take care. I've taken a look at chat here. Have a good one, Jones. It's okay, JD. We'll be back tomorrow, bro, with more. And for the spam. Who's spamming the goddamn chat again? Ashton, thank you for watching, my guy. All right, I got everyone. All right, guys, thank you again so much for watching. Have a good one.